This is the Levels Network. I'm Justin Horo, joined by the Triple OG, Willie Mason, and the bro, Lukey Stowe.
What's good?
And you good, Lukey? What happened there?
It's just when you were it was.
I did the.
Got me in the ears.
Did it blast you, did it?
Less.
Boys, I want to start off with congratulating Ryan Fox, Kiwi.
Yeah.
Mace, you might not be across this.
No.
Ryan Fox won the Open this morning. Last night, this morning. Going
What?
into this morning. And I had a roller coaster of a morning. And as I always say, you know, I don't mind a little wager on across the board. Like, you know, if there's I enjoy golf, I enjoy football, soccer, basketball, NFL,
Anything.
NRL, whatever it may be. All right. So
All the good sports.
I got a bit of head noise last night when for the 4 majors this year, I have had backed 2 omens. There's just been like, because I'm not totally across golf. I know when I get to majors, I like to have a couple of omens bets. So I backed Brooks Koepka
Kepka.
because of little Brooksy. Not the reason we named him Brooks, but it's an omen, right? And I like Brooks. And DeChambeau's a flog. And Brooks hates DeChambeau. So that's a whole different story.
There it is.
And the other one is Ryan Fox. So, Mace, you won't be aware of this, but Ryan Fox generally pays, I think the best price I got for him on a major was 80 to 1. I mean, as in the shortest, because he's always a huge roughie. So I backed him in the Masters, I backed him in the US Open, and I backed him in the, what's the final one that I'm forgetting? Anyway, it's escaping me. But why am I blanking on it? Anyway, there's 3 majors before the British Open. I looked at his price, and I ended up going with the Anzac Spirit. I got talked into Minwoo Lee. So I went, this is my bets on the Open at the start, and I had a look too.
Yep.
He was paying 150 to 1, Mace,
Yeah.
Ryan Fox. And he saluted, and he had an incredible round in the 3rd round to get himself into 2nd place.
Yeah.
And he was able to close it out last night. So congratulations to Ryan Fox. He got it done.
Kiwi boy.
And for those who know who I like to have a little bit of fun, normally like at the start, because I'm not like into super into golf, I have between 50 to 100.
This would
Right?
be a good debate, this one.
It could have been, at a minimum
Jeez.
7.5 collect. Right?
Seriously, like the goal, just say New Zealand as a whole, right? 5 million people in it. Per capita, right? Are they a better sporting nation than Australia? Like you got to think Union, they flog us. League, what? They've beaten us pretty evenly. And then they just spread out throughout other sports, right? They're just, you know, like netball, fucking get us in that. Swimming, they're decent swimmers. They're decent at most things for a place, for a country that's as big as Sydney.
They would smash us. Sorry, Australia would smash us in swimming.
Yeah, of course.
We're pretty good at rowing.
Yeah.
I can remember years that we polled or we medalled in rowing in the Olympics. But I think
I'm just thinking
more so individual sports. I think
put 5
Australia
million
would,
people in. Just do Sydney. Just do Sydney versus New Zealand.
per capita. Yeah, it's an interesting question.
Well,
What do you got
There's
for us,
been a
Luke?
survey per capita. It ranks between 3rd and 4th, typically trailing only Norway and Switzerland.
Norway and
like they're
Switzerland.
per capita, they're one of the best sporting nations.
Wow.
Man. You talk about cricket, even they're top 10 cricket.
Yeah.
That's the third and 4th biggest sport. I think Union and cricket. I think it's 3 and 4.
I swear there's only 25 people that play cricket in New Zealand as well.
And they're all fucking
somehow
and they're all fucking guns.
For some reason we're super
Richard
competitive.
Hadley. I'm still down with Richard Hadley. Sir Richard Hadley. Fucking hell. But that's what I'm saying. I'm just thinking.
You wouldn't remember this name, Luke. You would remember as a kid growing up, my absolute favourite. He just had a whole heap of injuries. Was Shane Bond.
Shane Bond, who's
that's
good.
a name
Remember the
I've heard
fast?
for a
Remember the
while.
fast bowler?
Yeah.
Dan the Man Vittori was my
Yeah.
favourite Kiwi of all
Yeah,
time.
Victoria, the spin bowler.
Yeah.
The glasses.
He was the Mickey.
But I'm just saying, yeah, they just kept. I always look at it. I love, like, obviously born in New Zealand. Don't look at myself as a Kiwi at all, but respect the fuck out of what they do. Like, especially in combat sports, they're legit. Like anything, tackling and running into anything is mainly because of the origin of the Māori, and then like the Pacific Islanders coming through there. And it's just fucking, they're just built for fucking contact sports.
Carlos Alberg, he just won a belt, doesn't he? Does he have a belt? Is he the?
They just had all the Wes Nquamas at City Kickbox.
Yeah. Is Adesanya done there?
Yep.
I don't know. It's just good. It's good that they just, and then they rip out this.
Remember
just
when I
run it
talked
open.
about the
Yeah, that's right. He got the belt and then he actually lost it in the after party.
he actually lost the belt. Physically lost the belt.
Physically lost it, I believe. Yeah, I remember that.
It's a hard one to
He
do.
beat Yuri Prochaska.
That's that guy. Yeah, Yuri.
Yeah.
He's the big sort of lanky.
Anyway.
Here's a good one.
Props to New Zealand.
Before we move off New Zealand, this one's a good one from the Tummy Hunter. He agreed with me around the respect and the hate at the same time for Australians. From a Kiwi who used to hate everything Australian except for Ford Falcons. I never thought I'd say this, but I'm really embracing the Anzac spirit these days. With so many Kiwis living in Australia and plenty of Aussies calling New Zealand home, it feels like we're closer than ever. Rivalry will always be there, but so is the respect.
Yeah,
and
that's well said.
I think majority of people would feel that way.
Yeah.
But like to go to my point that I was talking, like when I was younger, that wasn't the case.
No.
Kiwis, they loved to hate Australia.
Yep.
And Aussies, when I got here, I was like, man, I'd go back to New Zealand. I was like, Aussies are rats. They're not it's not reciprocated. Because they would give it to me and call me an Aussie and stuff when I went back to school for obvious reasons.
It's a little bit like, just say with everyone, like Union is the fucking mecca of all sports over there. So they flog us in that, and they always have been better. Not always, but like that's what the pinnacle was. And and for the last 20 years, we haven't won a Bledisloe since 2001. So most kids wouldn't even fucking know. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like that's where they hang their hat on. They've won 2-3 World Cups in the last 20 years. 2015, 19. That's enough. Yep. You know what I mean? We haven't won. We haven't got to a final. We got to a final.
Was 03 the last time you won the World Cup?
No, we got to the final in World Cup. Not 03, 99.
Oh, you lost to England, didn't you?
99.
Yeah.
Was
that Johnny Wilkinson?
Yeah. 91 we won and 99.
Yeah, wow.
So that was the golden year of the 90s, right? I want to be a Wallaby, all that sort of shit. Definitely not.
I haven't been paying close attention to what the All Blacks are doing with this sort of new format of a championship that they've got going on. But I've watched a few highlights and I've seen some of the commentary around it. Yeah. It feels as though the All Blacks are going through a little purple patch with this Roygaard and Ruben Love.
Yeah, they're still got to beat those crazy motherfuckers called the Springboks.
Yeah, I know.
Apparently shit. Insane at the moment, the Springboks.
Yeah.
I'm fully not juiced up as well.
And I fully appreciate that they are still the team to beat. But everyone's just even I've listened to some of the commentary from the Northern Hemisphere around them as well. Roygaard and Love, they are the Mickey, eh? So that was the down part. Not backing my Omen, not backing the Kiwi. Ryan Fox, again, congratulations. I just wish I had something on you because I've been riding you in the other three majors. And as you know, Lukey knows, I love my football, I love my soccer. I've had a really good run of World Cups that dates back 16 years. Like I've done my first ever win on anything soccer related was when Spain won it. When Fernando Torres was playing for him in a limited role. It was the Iniesta goal. Like they won 1-0 as well in that one.
What was that?
That was 2010, 12, around that time.
I know 2010 because they
I got a Fernando Torres jersey because of that.
Yeah.
Torres, so did I. I got a Torres jersey.
I got a Torres jersey.
Yeah.
I
bought it with the winnings because I was Torres because of that's the reason I bet on Spain.
A Liverpool one.
Because it was like Liverpool at the time.
It's a Liverpool one.
Yeah.
Torres.
Yeah, but I had anyway. I went on a good run. I got Germany, the following World Cup, into I think maybe France. So 10, 14, 18, 22. Missed last year, but
that was
missed
Argentina.
last World Cup, Argentina, but I had France again, and that's got all the way to the final, and had a few little plays. So as you know, I had an investment into France again. I've been on France for the last 3 World Cups. They've been absolutely stacked. Yeah. But I had a couple of savers on Golden Boots, which is the top goal scorer,
Rodri.
And Golden Ball.
Okay.
And Golden Ball was player of the tournament. And Rodri saved me dramatically. The Golden Balls.
The Golden Balls. He got Golden Balls.
He's got the Golden Balls, yeah. Completely controlled and dictated terms for only 1 goal scored against Spain the entire tournament.
Nail biter.
And I got him. So here's the crazy part about it. Like at the start of the World Cup, and when you look at the odds, because I have, you sort of see who you like for the value. At the start of the World Cup, he was paying 26-1. So I had to play him then. Yeah. And then because of I'd imagine it was just because of their 0-0 draw with Cape Verde, the odds for all of them dropped. So just before the going into the final 16, He was paying 34 to 1.
Woo! So you got on.
So I won again.
Nice.
So I won again. So
You know, it was fucking funny. I was getting a coffee this morning. I think it was live, right? And I said, oh, fuck, who won? Spain. I was like cheering because I had a little bit on them ages ago. And yeah, and I didn't give a fuck, right? I was just, because I just tell a mate, I said, I didn't mind. Remember I kept saying I didn't mind Spain?
Yeah.
So slowly I just went fucking told a couple of mates down in Melbourne, I said, load up on these fuckers for me.
Yeah.
Because I don't bet.
Yeah.
Anyway, going there, Spain won, cheering. Day starts good. And then I see Trump get on the thing, remember? It just made me laugh. It just made me laugh how like FIFA dude is like, you know, that the best moment of winning anything, like when I've won most things, just say for Australia, New South Wales, is when you're on the podium and they go mad, right? You get the trophy goes up, boom. That's the fucking, I think that's the best feeling in the world, right?
Yeah.
And old Trumpy just did not move.
Yeah.
He stayed on the side the whole time because he knew he was just in there just going, I'm going to ruin this photo and the moment for you. And no one could tell him what to do. He just stand there. I want to see what the fucking photo looks like or what the celebrations look like when they go to that. And Spain won the World Cup. Yeah. Psh, he's going to see Trump in the corner.
Yeah, they got him off right at the end.
Yeah, but it's not
just
too late. It's too late.
The initial moment.
It's too late.
There would be 100%. There would be photographers that would have trying to avoid him, right? That would try to shoot with him out of it.
They'll fucking
But he would have had a photographer set up his own personal one to capture him with the celebration, so it was wide enough for sure.
And it would be from this angle
And he
going
would
that
have
way.
planned it for sure. See the FIFA president trying to push him off, and he's just like,
"Don't touch me."
And he's sort of just like,
He's a $130 easy. You're not touching that. He's got good core.
He did it at the Club World Cup last year.
Trump's got
did he?
Yeah.
Trump's
I
got
didn't see
good
that
core.
one.
You're not moving him.
No.
He has solid core.
Yeah, and it's and has nothing to do with
And
the
I
core as
reckon
well.
the dude would be there facing that way, so it's all in the back where Trump's just like that.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be a sick photo.
What
of
do you-
him in the White House?
So there's two that's definitely up there for a moment of
It is pretty cool.
what's the like big dog in someone like that's the FIFA president, and he was just like, please.
He tried it in Salt Bay.
And he just
What a flog.
chilled there for the team photo. The other one and the other awesome story that I've heard is the Vladimir Putin when he asked. Have you heard about that one? When he asked Robert Kraft if he can try on the
Oh yeah, and he
ring,
just left it.
and he just never
didn't
gave
give
it back.
That's some balls, eh?
What are you gonna do?
I'd fucking
what do you
that
do?
too. If I was Putin, I'd be doing that all the time.
Yeah.
Get him out.
Yeah.
Get out.
Imagine that. Imagine going, can I just try on that ring?
Putin's got aura where you're like, I don't think if Trump did that to me, I'd be like, give him my ring back. But if Putin did it or Xi,
Yeah, let him
I'll be
have it.
like, you make me another one. Someone make me another one ASAP because it's lost.
Yeah.
Because I ain't getting it back.
Yeah.
But anyone else, can I have my ring back, please?
Even though it's made from the exact same people, would it feel the same?
Yeah, no, it wouldn't, mate.
It wouldn't, would it? If someone's fucking
we
big
don't know
dodgy
which
for your
one.
ring.
We don't know which one he got from Kraft. That could have been the first one. That means so much. The sixth one,
Yeah, that's a fair point.
You know what I mean? Like you don't know which one he's wearing. He's right. He might be rocking his first one.
Okay, so if let's rank them in order because this is a beautiful little tangent. So 6 Super Bowl champions.
6 Super Bowls.
I would say obviously the first one means the most.
Yep.
The three-peat is huge. When you go. Did
And
they
I
go
think
3 in a row?
Yeah,
no,
they won 2 and then they lost and they won another one.
Yeah,
So 3 and 4.
yeah. So three-peat would have been awesome.
And they didn't win for 10 years.
I think the ones, if you would just say, fuck, Putin's going to take one, he's letting you pick which one to take.
Let the fifth one
Fourth
go.
or fifth?
Fourth or fifth can fuck
Yeah.
off. I don't
Actually, it
even
depends
reckon,
on-
I don't even know where. I reckon he doesn't know where they are.
Yeah, he would.
Depends on.
Of course he does.
Wait. Which one was the Falcons' 28-3 comeback?
That would be good. That's the fifth.
Was that the fifth or the
Yeah,
sixth?
fifth.
So I wouldn't want to give that
Sixth
one
is
up.
Philly. Is it Philly?
No,
they got
Seattle
beat by
was-
Philly.
No, they got beat by
Seattle.
Philly.
Seattle, wasn't it the Seattle one with the last run where they got the win?
Or no, he hasn't got 6. They got 5 because Brady's got 6 at
He's got
Tampa.
7.
Oh no, you're
No,
correct.
he's got 7, Brady. He's got 7, man.
No, Brady's got 6.
Bro, he's got 7. That's the difference between the fucking Jordan debate.
It is too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got
Come
7.
on, man.
Fuck,
You-
it is
Yeah.
too.
So 02, 4, 5, 15, 17, and 19.
19 was Seattle? Surely? No, I don't reckon it was.
Yeah, Seattle.
And then 21
was
was obviously
Seattle.
the Bucks for Brady.
Falcons and then
Bucks.
Seattle.
Yeah, right.
Anyway.
I could let
I'd,
one before fucking Adelaide in a game.
they shouldn't have won Seattle. I could let Seattle go.
I'll let Seattle go because
Yeah.
I don't reckon you deserve it.
Because they should have ran it in from the 1 yard line.
Yeah. Because Beast Mode should have had that moment, but fuck it. Give it a Russell.
Anyway, so
Yeah, but the poo
Money's back.
if the poo fucking takes it, you're done.
you're done. Yeah.
You just gotta go ring the jeweler back up.
Yeah, there's not many people on the planet that you just go, fuck, all right. It is what it is.
You'd let it slip.
Just remember, I don't know if I told this story here on this podcast before, but when I was in 2018, the gangsters for Russia, what do they call them? Like, this Green Street hooligans, like the militia. What do they call when footy fans just go and punch on and just
The ultras.
the ultras? Yeah. So they'll do. So when I was in
Italians,
France,
isn't it?
when I was in
Just a
France,
footy fan.
whatever the version is of a footy fan group that go and not only go watch the game, but they want to take on the opposing fans and they punch on. Russia will run an amok. This Russian gang trained in the lead up to the Euros, and then when the World Cup hit in so that would have been 2016 Euros. Sorry, 2018 was the World Cup, I believe, in Russia. Again, we're just fact checking. We're just telling stories, telling you.
Yeah.
And Putin put out the call. He goes, if there's any fighting in the country for the World Cup, KGB's getting involved.
Yeah.
And everyone just
backed
and
off.
it was one of the most peaceful World Cups ever.
He's got power, mate, because they know what he means.
Yeah. All right, let's get to, I guess a lot of the chat from the last episode was on Rome the Recruiter. Got a couple of responses that I guess disagree with what my take was on it. And this one comes from Luke Blunt. And we discussed it, but I can sort of go in a little bit more detail. Pretty sure the LUAI recruitment thing came from Shami calling him the first recruitment officer when he signed. PNG then made the mistake of actually advertising him as that, and everyone's jumped on with it, really thinking about where it started.
Yeah, he's right, because they did come out. Because why would everyone be thinking that? They just ran with that narrative, haven't they?
Well, some people. So it's a good point.
It is,
and even if I have a strong take, I'm willing to admit. All right, when Shamas said that, I knew he meant recruiting tool, as in like when you get a premier play, which we discussed in the last episode. That's what that was about, right? Like, he's not an agent. He's not an agent, but it doesn't sound great, and I can fully appreciate. All right, if that was the source of it, and people did jump on off the back of it, then
he meant it by because he's a big name, and people will be attracted to play with him.
I understand that,
but people.
I understand the confusion. Well. I do understand the confusion. So
I couldn't get confused over that.
It was look, you understand the average fan getting confused over it. Though.
T's and C's.
Nah, they're just
that.
running with it because it's fucking very petty and it's a narrative right now.
Yeah. It's like the same way as like Moses would be a recruiting tool. Like everyone's a recruiting tool, the league play. Like you made the point last week.
Well, here's another one to the point as well, and this was from L1 from day one. Scope, the LUAI recruiting narrative is because PNG has at least 25 open roster spots. Most other players leaving their clubs aren't in a position where they could realistically bring 6 blokes with them. So it's a completely different situation. Not that I give a fuck about LUAI, PNG, or Para. I just think that's why the narrative exists. Yeah. Well, I also know I shot this one down because there are a number of people that sort of question this in a similar way. L1 from day one, I did mention Alex Johnston and Connor Watson. Why would you not have the same issues with them as well? Yeah. Like it's that, and that's where that narrative's totally unfair.
And that is why the narrative is already out on Shamus's first one. That's why they're not doing it to anyone else because it's already been out on LUAI straight away.
Yep.
So they just run with that, and then they won't because it's out there, right? Shami said it at the start. He's our first recruitment officer, so you can take it which way you want. Just take it the way that I think Shamus thought it was going to be taken because he's a big name, right? He's going to attract players because he's a recruitment. He could be our recruitment officer.
But I also want to be fair too because when I have strong comments like that and then someone can put together a decent argument and come back at us, then I got to accept that created confusion, right? Yeah. And I understand that. Then I do think there are agendas, right? Like I really do believe there are agendas against Jerome. So if you give something as simple as that, and you, even though you don't meet it in that sense, I can understand people jumping on top of that. So I had a strong opinion on it on Thursday. I just wanted to let everyone know, all right, if that's where the start of it come from, then I'm willing to admit that I can understand.
Yeah, I can understand.
I can understand it
from.
Yep.
Yeah.
We wanted to come into this fresh, Lukey, and we're hoping that you had information. If you don't, we're willing to look into it. What's going on with BRAITH and Weidler? Have you looked into it? Because all I've seen is these stories and Gordy talking about it for about 30 seconds. Mase asked me on the way in.
What's happening with Braith? Yeah,
I
thought they were all right.
I'm not across it. I know they've been arguing for years, but did something specifically happen over the weekend?
The only one that I've seen outside of, I've watched both of those. I haven't listened to the long form, which I think would be important to have a proper take. I've watched Soapbox's little clip up on it, which I tend to agree, and obviously Braith repost. Soapbox just said pretty much it's Gus can't have an opinion, but obviously the messaging from Gus comes out through Danny Wilder. And Danny Wilder's written an article and effectively accusing Braith of singling out Laurie. And Braith wasn't the only person.
With the falling asleep or some shit like that?
Correct.
Are they trying to put Braith on that?
Correct. Well, that's what Danny, let's bring up the articles to make it fair.
Because I didn't know. I thought I know.
So it feels
whole
like
media world
it feels like it's a Braith and 360 gang. Fox, obviously against
Versus
9, which is D-Dubs, Gus.
Fucking know.
And I think it's potentially mixed in a Bulldogs plus Blues. You know, the criticism around that has been on that show with both parties.
So the article starts. So this came out Sunday 19th, 5 a.m. The on-air attacks from rugby league commentator Braith and Asta on the hiring of Laurie Daly as Blues coach originate from a personal issue he has with the Origin winning mentor. Danny is one of the nicest men in rugby league and he has no enemies in a game fueled by hatred. Sorry, Daly is one of the nicest.
I was going to say, Danny Widler.
He's one of the nicest men. And it's in a game that is fueled by hatred and feuds. Well, it turns out one person who can't copy him, the outspoken host of NRL 360 in Asta. It was an Asta who hammered Daly about how he got the job last year, implying it was because of his friendship with New South Wales Chief Executive Dave Trodden. But he went harder on his 180 podcast. Following the Blues' disappointing 44-24 Game 2 loss to Queensland, Anasta said, I don't know if it's stubbornness, arrogance, or just being dumb, or having capabilities or ability to coach at this level. That's a hardline approach. To describe Daly as dumb is personal and offensive. And as it also said, everyone's talking about Loz and Paul Loz.
Pause. Let's just, because you can little bits that we could talk on. Like saying dumb, like making dumb decisions is different from calling someone dumb.
Yeah, he said making dumb decisions. He didn't say Laurie's dumb.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But you can take it. You can take it.
We don't even need anything more. It's petty. There's
if it's all about that, I get it because like they can mix that every single way, like with Braith's take right then. Yeah. I understand what Braith was saying after that. The decisions, right?
That's OG journalism.
Yeah,
taking little clips,
from making a massive right. So I understand from both camps, and Braith wasn't. If he personally attacked Loz, which he didn't, but you can make it out like he did with that word dumb, right? Yeah. He didn't say, he said dumb decisions. He didn't say, so you got to break these words down because you can just pick and choose and you can flip it around and just say, oh, he called Laurie dumb. No, he called the decisions dumb.
Did you see our man Bulldog Richie on the back page? The newspaper went into, they had a celebration with Laurie and to all the haters on the weekend.
That's pathetic. Did they really?
Yeah.
Loz is happy as fuck now doing big breakfast, not a fucking stress
good on him
at all.
Good on him.
He doesn't care. But back to that, like Danny and Braith, right? They're both powerful people in the media world, right? Mm. He's got 360 behind him. Danny's got Channel 9. He's got his own column, all that sort of shit. So, and then it becomes a war between Fox and Channel 9, and it becomes a little bit petty. Mm. And with Laurie and like Braith had some comments, and they weren't as strong as other people's comments as well. Mm. Everyone was fucking having a crack at Loz, but because of the feud and because it's Braith, right? And it just makes it, you can amplify it way bigger. And now it's a fucking nothing sort of part of the year. Yeah, you can really amplify it right now.
That's a huge part of it.
No one gives a fuck about this 3 weeks ago. No one cared. Fucking, like Rennie and Braith do a good podcast here. They talk some fucking real shit. Right? I don't think Laurie would have been offended at all about Braith's comments. Laurie's a fucking man. Man's man, right? He wouldn't have cared about like anyone thought.
I do think Laurie struggled with it. You could see it was evident. Yeah, I've listened to a few interviews after that. He doesn't come out and out. So I've just seen clips. Are you talking about the potty?
Have you heard? He's like, no. Now he's just back on Big Sports Breakfast. Yeah. All these clips are coming out. The narrative that he's saying is like, I'm not a coach. I'm a leader. Yeah. That's sort of the rhetoric that he's been preaching since.
Yeah, that's
I said that from the start. Laurie ain't going to go in there with X's and O's.
Yeah.
He's fucking Laurie Daly. Like that should be enough, but sometimes it's not enough, right? In today's game, He's got to come in there with another plan. And that's why you got fucking Boyd Cordner, Matt King, Brett White in there to help you with all the X's and O's. Laurie just leads men. He's a leader of men. That's what you got to do to be an Origin coach. And Laurie ticks all those boxes. People fucking forgot who Laurie Daly fucking is, right? That's the man that he is, the man that he was when he played for New South Wales, right? And now he probably got a little bit of a shock there. It's like, oh, fuck. We talked about this before, wasn't it? Didn't realise that the heater was fucking... The blowtorch was at his feet, right? After game one, then game two was coming. Like we got lucky to get away with game one, then they blame everything else. Game two was a proper flogging. Game three is like, shit, what's going on? And obviously they rallied the troops and he got them over the fucking line because he backed them, right? And it's no better feeling when you coach Backsha. There's no better, like Moses under the pump, and Cleary's name was getting tossed up. Fucking everyone else busy. He dropped Biz. Like it was about 5 or 6 of that nucleus of that team that was under the pump. They weren't going to get picked next year if we got done. That's how much pressure. So he got him over the line. He got him mentally over the line. But this bullshit with Danny and fucking Braith. Braith's not going to back down ever. He's coming. He'll come straight up. He'll say a lot of shit on his podcast at Danny. He won't because it's 360. Right? He'll have a few little jabs here and there, but. This is just nothing but like little petty things. And, you know, like this, when you break that down, he didn't call Laurie dumb. He said he made dumb decisions and getting, you know, all this sort of stuff that everybody, that was the same rhetoric for everyone.
Is it fair Laurie's just being used as an example to create a little bit of back and forth? Like that's what it feels like.
Yeah, Paul, Loz is going.
I don't know. If it's from game one too, so like.
Loz is like, it's over. We won. Shut up. The end. No one wins. I reckon Braith and Danny in an exhibition fight.
Oh.
Fucking hell.
Exclusive's fitter than you think.
Yeah,
Braith would wipe him.
He does Pilates, doesn't he?
Braith would wipe him, but...
I'd hope so.
He does do Pilates, I know for sure.
He does do Pilates. He's got a good core. Ask Fletch.
I like...
Fletch knows he does Pilates.
What about in that Instagram story? He's like, you seem very jovial or something along the lines of, I don't have it in front of me, talking about a certain colleague at 9 that was drunk on air. And imagine if that was someone at 360. Did you read that part of his Instagram story?
No.
So
is that Danny?
Yeah, so Danny Wildlight and Danica did the Triple M podcast the other day. And Danny asked Danica about that infamous, which is over in the Olympics.
Yeah.
So then Braith used that and going, imagine if that was me or if that was a Fox Sports journalist.
Like Craig Gower or something like that.
I don't like those areas.
No. Yeah, so it's
when you start like if Danica starts getting introduced, I understand the point. I understand where Braith's going with it, but like
don't go
Danica's the golden child of like
she's
beloved within the game.
Yeah.
So you just you try to find another little
Well,
it can't be used as the pawn like Laurie is.
There's a lot of other guys there in Channel 9 you throw under the bus, mate. And you'd be expected that
the rugby league community loves Danica.
That Channel 9 gang is a loose one. She's a looser Siri. Oh God.
I love
Good fun, eh?
It's fun.
It's just nice doing the podcast and saying that about that drummer, eh?
Just a little bit. Yeah, but as I said, like Braith doesn't back down from shit. And he's got he's got power, and he knows that where
he's gonna go hard
and Danny doesn't go missing either. So
I'm gonna watch
because they used to get along all right, both those guys.
Yeah, would they?
Yeah, back in the day, I never thought, I didn't think that they hated each other.
It would have stemmed from when probably Braith signed at Fox, right?
Yeah, it would have been there. It would have been when Braith was at Roosters. Would have been a lot of things along the way.
Anyway, speaking of wins and losses, Penrith Panthers didn't wipe the Brisbane Broncos, did they, Mase? So do you want to reveal anything?
It's bloody hot in here, isn't it?
There we go.
Oh, it's hot.
There we go.
It's a bit hot.
Yeah, good on you, mate. Well done. So thanks to the Broncos. Is this last year?
No, this is the current year.
This is this year, current year? Yeah. It's a good-looking jersey, isn't it?
Isn't it? Look at it. I'd look right in the front row of Brisbane.
Look at you would.
Look at it.
Imagine Payne Haas, Triple OG starting front row, Paddy Carrigan lock, Xavier Wilson on the edge.
Oh, that's a damaging one.
Pretty Ricky on the right.
Yeah, I didn't realise how much drama that caused. I don't read comments and shit like that. And I think after the first night, they were like, they weren't as, the Queenslanders weren't as chirpy, right? Weren't as chirpy. Because they've been hiding for fucking 2 months, right? Because 8 in a row will do that to you. So they've been hiding in their little fucking man caves. Then all of a sudden, they come out and beat Penrith Perfect timing to fucking slam me. I'll take it. It's all right. It's all right, guys. And then the comments, 2,000 comments, and I'm pretty sure they weren't all positive. But hey, boys, you did good. You did good. You fucking worked. You worked your asses off. Not to the players. The players know what they're capable of. Yeah. The players know what they're capable of. The fans, Where were you 8 weeks ago?
For some reason, every now and again, because we've got the linked accounts, you might go on, read the comments, and I don't know how you pick it, but you pick the most random comments to reply to sometimes.
Oh, yeah, just one guy.
And you picked this one dude and hammered him, and I was like looking at it, and there was way worse.
But I don't read them all. That was the first one I read.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, the first one I read, and I just went, is that it? And then all the rest, I'm just like, I don't read it.
But is that to go, all right, I'm going to target him,
and then
everyone else can see it.
Yeah, you'll see it. And that's what you're going to get. And that's the energy you're going to get. Because I'll give one energy to one person.
Yeah,
felt sorry for him
to show the rest.
Fuck it. I said, do I have to write this to everyone?
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't. It's all fun and games, guys. It doesn't really get to me, guys. So I don't give a fuck. Well played, Broncos. Hope you can go on a bit of a run. I still stand on my fucking 10 toes, saying you're not going to make the 8. So
you actually even had Panthers fans hating on you.
Oh, yeah.
Because you said that they weren't going to make the top 8, and they think you're a jinx for them.
It's a blessing if you get.
But you know what? Guess what?
Imagine Brisbane can make a run.
Yeah,
they can.
They've got to win out.
Yeah. They can.
Results on the weekend favoured them as well.
Yeah,
with a number of teams that are in
Storm.
Storm, right? They're just above them. They lost, but also the Bulldogs and knocking out the Tigers. That didn't matter. What was the other game? Raiders beat someone. Souths. Raiders beat Souths.
Yeah.
So the teams that are just the top 4 teams that we discussed. Yeah. You know what I was looking for as well? And this is just the nature of how comments work and how social media works. How many comments do you know how many comments did we end up getting on that post?
2,088.
There was less than 8 comments. Less than 8. Can someone give me some credit for picking the Broncos at $4.50? Why did no
people love negativity, mate? It's bullshit.
If that doesn't summarize, I've picked an extreme.
You backed him.
I backed him, and all that anyone wanted to talk about was Mase getting it wrong and not me. There was no love for me.
Negative. And I was so surprised because when you were like, oh, the comments are going off. And I said, what do you mean? Because I checked it the night before and it said it was 8 comments or whatever. It was nothing.
No, about 30.
Was it?
Before pre-game.
Then they just went fucking mad.
Yeah. And there were and to be fair, a lot of it was in good taste.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't take things personal, and I know how I'm glad you fired up, Brisbane fans.
There were hundreds where they were like, get that into your maze. Don't worry.
How you feeling?
It was this. It was get it into your maze. Don't worry. One Broncos fan, I thought the same as you.
Yeah. There was heaps of them before kickoff.
Yeah, there was so many of them.
And they're not copping any strays from the rest of the fan base.
No. It's all good, mate. It's all good.
All right.
I got the Broncos jersey on just to give you some love.
Yep, there we go.
There's no hate there. There's no hate.
No hate. So the Broncos 14 defeat the Panthers 12. So as Mase mentioned, snapped an 8-game losing streak. Walsh was the game's standout player. Madge was frothing on him. Even Ivan gave him a mention, which is very rare. Ivan's very calculated with praise. There's always a little bit.
He never praises anyone. Did he? What did he say about him?
He just talked about how excellent he was. But I feel like there's a little bit. Anyway, this one comes from Big 14L. Hey, lads, commenting after the Broncos versus Panthers game. Is there a world where we see Walshy transition into 5'8" over the next couple of years? The couple of times he's played more as a first receiver, he just looks so dangerous with the ball in his hands. I know it's probably early days, but it'd be awesome to see him get a genuine crack at the number 6 role at some stage in his future. Or do you think he's simply too valuable at fullback?
Yeah, too valuable at fullback at this stage of his career.
Agreed.
Why?
Why?
Because you can when you kick it to him, just as 5'8", he's going to have to tackle more. He's got more impact on his body.
Agreed.
A bit like Darren Lockyer, right? When Darren Lockyer was fullback, best player in the world, easily. From fucking 98, 99, 2000, 1, 2, 3, best fullback in the game. Yep. Obviously, because he was playing fullback. Skill set, similar. He changed the game, Lockyer, because he had skills of a halfback, fast as anything, But he, around the side, around the back, boom, could 3-on-2s, everything, make the right decision. Most fullbacks couldn't do that.
Yep.
Right? They were just more runners making yards. So while she's at that level where he can do both.
Yeah,
right?
he could.
He can at the moment, but like he's in his prime. He is in his prime now, and I just want him to get the ball, not cop much that much impact all the time, being in the front line. And like he's a bit bigger than him. He is a little bit more thicker, especially, and I think he got a little bit thicker as he got into the middle of.
Oh, she's pretty chunky. Remember we picked him.
Yeah, I know.
Up at the
There's no doubt that he would handle it physically.
Yeah,
easy. Yeah. But I think he's so much more dangerous because he can at 5'8". So if they plant him on the right side, and that ain't it. No, he wants both sides of the ruck. That's what fullback is. Fullback is the best position if you're built like Walshy, anywhere. What I like seeing it, and I don't like seeing it with Walshy, right?
There's pros and cons to it.
No. Just a little moment in the game where he didn't get the ball, right? And he just went, fuck.
Yeah, got the shits.
Flew it, and it was Reynolds, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I wonder what it said, but then he gave up on the play. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, I get it that you're frustrated, kid.
He can't throw the toys out of the pot like that.
No.
That's
You're
the
too
worst.
good.
That's the
You're
worst.
Too good.
That's his worst trait.
You can go get fucked.
Yeah.
Give me the ball, Reno.
Yeah.
But fucking get on that chase or whatever. But it's like he just walks.
Yeah.
And it's like it's a little bit of that.
I saw that. If they'd lost, that would have been a big deal.
That's the maturity levels that he's got to get to. It's like, okay, hey, didn't go my way. Reynolds is running the team sometimes.
Do you agree? If they'd lost, that would have been a huge deal.
Yeah, they would have said, look at him. He gave up.
Yeah.
He gave up. So let's be careful with those little movements, young kid.
Good shout.
Because he's too good, too good a player to go when you're not getting the ball. But they need to recognise when he's on a heater, right?
Yep.
When you're on one, give that fucking number one the ball whenever he wants. 4 times a set. Fucking, I don't care.
He wants it 5.
He wants to do everything. But I reckon at least when you're coming back like that and it's foot on throat mentality, we've got to win. I love Reynolds. I love him. Yeah. But man, that kid at the back is
ready.
He's ready. He wants to take the fucking reins, mate. He wants it all. And you gotta love that. Most people don't want that.
Yeah.
And you got fucking fuck it. He just went like that and he started walking. I said, don't walk.
Yeah.
It's a good thing called Eagle Cam. Get everything right. And his passion and everything was right there. It was just that little moment. I'm like, you can't do that. Don't do that. Because if you had lost that game by fucking 2 points, they would have went, that was the play.
There was another one a little bit later on too where he threw the toys out of the cot. Ben Hunt heard him late, come back to him. By the time he come back to him, nothing was on.
Yeah, it was nothing. He wanted,
and then
he wanted to boot the ball in the crowd.
Yeah. It's like, because we love Walshy.
I get it, mate.
But he's got to be able to harness that next year, because when Reynolds is gone, as much as frustrated as he is, like, you can't be like that.
That's the next step of his leadership, mate.
Yeah.
It's the next step. And we had a good chat with him over. That's the next step where they're looking at you, future captain, mate.
Yeah.
If you want to be that guy up there with Carrigan and yourself, you got to be the leader of that team. Moments like that, your teammates don't like that. Yeah, he's 24 years old. He's the leader in that team. He's the guy, right? But little things like that, when I saw that, ooh. At least you can blow up, but just get on the play.
Yeah, 100%.
You can fucking throw it, go past.
Get the shits.
Go past, tell Reynolds he's a fuckwit, and then just keep running.
Exactly.
You can do that. I've seen it done before.
Yep.
Everything. Pass the fucking ball next time.
Yeah, you fucking dumb
piece of shit. Fucking happens, mate.
Yeah.
Braith was like that.
Yep.
Joey was like that. Fucking their arms are thrown in the air, but they still compete.
Yep.
Right. So he's their guy. Clearly, he's their guy, and it's for them to make a run. And when he's on a heater like this, you just got to go, fuck it, where's this little fucker? Yeah. Find him. Pakes, the 9, find him. When you're in a fucking at the right side, the right side of the post, and you see Walshy behind and he wants to go right, and you got something left, go right.
It's extremely difficult for Pakes.
Yeah, well, he needs. I know.
It's extremely.
He's nearly a rookie. He's pretty much he's in his sophomore year, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. So
more so with what do you do? Like, Reynolds is trying his best to stick to a game plan, and then being able to identify. Like by the time Ben Hunt come on, and he copped a lot of criticism as well around his service, mate. Like, Reynolds is there's clearly communication around like what they're trying to do as a team, whilst also trying to manage the fucking number ones on one, and like he's coming up with plays. And he wants the ball. And how does that all work? Yeah. I'm so intrigued to see what the partnership looks like next year. I have no idea.
I'm intrigued to see what the next month looks like of football.
Yeah.
With Canberra, with us, with the Bulldogs, with Brisbane, all fighting for that 8th spot, mate. You know, it depends if they're dropping down, these other blokes. You know, South is going down, these guys are coming up. Every week is going to be, I know everyone's sort of got footy fatigue after Origin, but the footy right now is elite.
If you're a coach,
don't you agree? Like the footy right now, you are jostling for positions, and it's pretty elite.
I'm just going to add something to your point there. Right now, this is a make or break time. So for the fans, you might be looking at it as like, all right, a little bit of fatigue. We talk about the dips in the NRL and rugby league. Yeah. But if you can string together like look what the Sharks have done recently. The in and around the last game of Origin to what they're doing now, the big win against the Knights, which we'll talk about next. All of a sudden, they're sitting there in 4th, mate. Like a month ago, we weren't even considering them, really. Yeah. Like, I know we always talked about their consistency, but that's what a good run can do right now. Look at your Bulldogs. Yeah.
See how slippery the thing. Look at Manly. Look at Fosball.
Yes.
We're sitting there thinking they're going to win the comp.
Yeah.
They're not in the 8.
Yeah.
That is, I looked at the table last night and went, they've slipped to 9th.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, on the same points and it's 4 against and all that sort of shit, but I'm like, that's how easy it can happen in this comp. Yeah. You catch a fucking 5-game heater.
Three's massive.
How congested it is. You know what these guys have got potential on. Yeah. The potential on the ceiling for the Broncos, way bigger than everyone else that I just mentioned.
For sure.
Because of that number 1 at the back, because of Reynolds, because of Payne-Haas, because of Carrigan, because of Carapane, because of all these fucking freaks in that back line. Yeah. Right? They got that fucking team. Why the fuck did we go back to back? Most people went back to back. Who's fucking with the Bronx? No one. Do you know who's fucking with the Bronx? The Bronx.
Yeah, yeah.
They're their own worst enemy.
We said that at the start of the year.
I'm like, okay.
We said the team that was going to beat the Broncos was the Broncos. Now, injuries have factored in, but a lot of those performances through the middle part of the year, I know they had a heap of guys out, but they still had enough on their roster to get the job done against.
They fucked a couple of teams.
The Dragons, against the Eels. Like some of those losses were just not good enough.
See, if you add those 2 or 3 games where they just looked like they didn't give a fuck, Broncos fans, it's like they're the ones that made me go, they're fucking done. Because I didn't think they had the fight in them. When they didn't have it 4 weeks ago when it meant something. Hopefully this is the catalyst. And you're welcome, Broncos fans.
Got them fired up.
You can have them.
Do you reckon the players were watching before the game? Do you reckon they on the bus on the way into Combank?
Not a chance.
100%.
They would have known what I meant.
Yeah.
I've been looking around.
Yeah, they'll be all right.
Yeah.
They'll be all right. They know it's not personal.
Hey, Reynolds.
It's not personal.
I know. Like,
that's just
understanding, like, we still, for sure, not just us, but new media, podcasts, and old media, you still provide percentages of motivation, bulletin board material. For sure, they would have been watching.
You know, the boost is like I can sit here on Monday and with a Broncos fucking jersey on and say, I was wrong. And gladly say I'm not one of these blokes who, fuck them. No. I like the Broncos. I like their team.
Yeah.
I like
That's why you're frustrated.
I like Madge, but they piss me off because I'm thinking if I was a Broncos fan,
they're fucking around.
They're fucking around, mate. You should be in the fucking top 8. You're sitting at 3rd last.
They should be top 4.
Yeah, that's why I say it. I'm just like, and I saw a month ago. I was like, what are you doing? Imagine what the fans are thinking.
All right, one of my favourite moments of the game, and I'm sure you would love this. Yeah. A little bit of Payne-Haas, a little bit of Liam Henry.
Yes.
Thoughts on that little exchange? And
it's different when you don't get a punch in the fucking head.
Yeah, still. Liam Henry went up 3 to 4 notches in my book by giving Payne-Haas the opportunity straight off the kickoff.
I love that.
I love that.
I love that more than if he hadn't have done that.
Yeah.
He would have dropped down a couple.
Yeah.
Right? I went, oh no, you can't just fucking start push the big dog, then not give him an opportunity.
In saying that, Payne-Haas elbow in and around like
100%.
I don't expect people to stand down in that position.
No,
but I love that he got the kickoff. He could have veered away, Mase.
100%.
You know how easy it is to veer to the middle or veer towards the centres, even though Katoni Staggs is probably not an ideal person to veer towards. My point is, he went straight at Payne. Gate, they had a good opportunity.
Loved it.
And they moved on as men.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
I loved it.
That's the old school sort of footy that I miss, right? It's just like, okay, well, I've got a fucking problem with you. And then if you don't fight, just end it with that one run.
Give him a shot.
I told you last week. I told you the last couple of weeks when Talmalolo did that to Leota, it ended it all.
Yeah.
Right? That's the only way to end all the niggles and shit in the game right now. Before, 20 years ago, you fight. The end, right?
Now you got to give him a clean shot.
Now you got to go, okay, you got to give it back. You can't just be fucking elbowing him in the head. I'll get up, push you in the face, blah, 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 blah. And then you can't do nothing about it. That's when people just start losing respect for you. Henry, massive respect.
Yep.
Right?
Massive.
Even having a crack at Haas, you can't fight, but still having the balls to have a crack at Haas, right?
Yeah, because
You know
everyone
what I
leaves
mean?
him alone out of respect.
Everyone just goes,
Yeah.
but dropping elbows on him, the people's elbow just fucking got him a couple, fucking pissed him off.
Yeah. I loved how fired up Payne was in this game too.
Yeah, same. He's emotional, wasn't he?
Yeah,
I like it.
You could see he was pissed off with the way that they've been going.
Yeah.
And because he never really does that shit too.
Nah.
Like he was given, like Liam Henry
Never
was
does
pissing him off and he was just giving him a little bit more.
Nah.
And you could see that like frustration was starting to be, all right, this season isn't going the way it is. This is a team that's coming first. We know we're
I've
better.
only got 8 more games in me.
We know we're better than this team
Yeah.
on paper, but they're
Yeah.
first and we're fucking 11th, All of that was in that whole exchange in my opinion.
you never. Payne Haas is not a dirty player.
No.
He's a clean player. He plays the game fair and hard. I love seeing this side of Payne Haas.
Yeah, so did I.
I was just like, yeah, boy. And I think he just plays to the rules so well. He doesn't, because he's so disciplined, right? He doesn't want to give away penalty. If you can do all that grubby shit, right, it's not going to prove how tough you are. You're just going to give a penalty away and fuck your team more. He's more team first.
Yeah.
And
And he
I
worked-
love that.
Because he works so hard, normally he does, like he's too fatigued to get involved in shit like this.
I love it when Henry just gave, then they just ended it.
Yeah.
I love that.
You
Respect.
you could tell by when Payne got up at the play of the ball and there was no push and shove after the kickoff carry, the Payne was like, fair enough,
sweet.
all good.
Because
Let's
then
go.
if you hadn't have done that, you
Yeah.
would have been chasing him around.
All right, let's talk about the Panthers. Anything to worry about with the Panthers? They played, I feel like Broncos played the best possible game that they could play in terms of like the desperation that they showed and still only beat Penrith by 2.
Yeah, that's the scary thing when they put it together. The Panthers, they look pretty predictable. It wasn't like they put inside pressure on Cleary. They got Yowie pretty good. Like they just hustled a little bit harder.
Yeah.
Right, and the Panthers are like playing with house money. Right, they're just like, okay, well, we're on top. Can afford to probably lose one. They weren't obviously not thinking like
Yes,
that,
I know what you mean.
but when Brisbane had that desperation about our season is fucking gonna go if we get done here, we need everything on board, which is just a little bit more desperate than Penrith. And Penrith didn't complete at a high level. They didn't do all those little things that well, right? A couple of stupid drop balls, everything like that, coming out of yardage, and can't do that against any team.
No. Bizza and I thought Bizza and Dylan Edwards were the best for Panthers. What about that try save Bizza had on Karapani at the end? That would have been fuck. He's like
he's freak, mate. Still
like,
the best winger in the world.
Bizza.
Yeah.
No, the try saver was from Edwards. I'm talking about. When he did the full sprint from sideline to sideline, got Karapani right in the corner with about 15 minutes to go. When you watch the two fullbacks, completely different. It depends on what you value as a team. There's a strong argument for either of them, mate.
Did you see that sprint from Edwards? But like Edwards is fast, but he ain't Walshy fast, right?
No.
But just a direct angle and just going, I've got to put every single thing on the line here.
Yeah.
And he did.
It's less about talent and speed and more about desire.
Mate, he just, You look at that and you just go, that's why Edwards belongs. Karapani.
It's more about desire, Karapani. That was too good not to bring it back up.
Oh, shit. Edwards, like you just see him go, he's got to put everything on the line for that one play.
Yeah.
And it nearly got him.
Yeah.
Fuck, he's good, man. You go Edwards and Teddy, and then you got fucking Ponga, and you got Walsh.
Yep.
Some great fullbacks in the game.
Don't sleep on him, little man Keanu Kinney at the
Yeah, they're in the next tier.
He's next tier down.
He's fucking good.
We'll get to them later on in their win over the Manly Seagulls. All right, before we get on to the fan question, this one, Penrith don't like Ezra Mann.
Yeah, why?
I think it's the whole Spencer Leniu thing.
Right, okay.
Could be not that.
It has to be.
But also, in fairness, like he's an agitator, Ezra.
Yeah.
Ezra was the kick pressure too last year in the semi-final. Was it Liam Martin tackled him from memory? He's the sort of guy that would – sometimes you don't see it on camera as well. Like 100% Ezra would be the guy that would run up to you when a try's been scored and give you a little tap.
Yeah, little things
and
like
all of that. But you can tell out of everyone on the Broncos, because Dylan Edwards always goes for him. So you feel like Dylan Edwards is the sort of guy that Yeah, he's got a bit of grub in him, actually. Dill's got a bit of grub. Dill's got a bit of grub, but I was just correcting myself before saying that. But whenever something sort of breaks out, like
not a grub, he just stands up for his team. Edwards,
he's got a little bit. He's a little bit cheekier than you think too.
Okay,
he's a little bit cheekier than you think. But in saying that, like Liam Martin and Ezra are having their little bit of push and shove, and Dill comes over and grabs him straight away.
Yeah,
like that's not needed for when he's with Liam Martin.
Yeah, you're right. Because Liam Martin can take care of business like that.
Yeah,
and it'd be different if he had a rookie or someone like that.
If he's grabbing Freddie Lussick.
But you got the dog. The dog, and he's all right.
If he's grabbing Freddie Lussick or Blaze
that was the moment I was just trying to think of. When did he come in when he didn't really have to? Yeah, I was thinking, who did he grab? It was Ezra.
Yeah,
they fucking hate him.
Yeah. They hate him. They hate him for sure, and I love it. I love that there's a genuine rivalry and hate for. I don't want them all to be mates.
No, you can't, mate.
Fuck that.
Even like
who was fun yesterday? Fucking Gilbert losing his shit against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Like he's come from their gang, right? So he might know a couple of them. But when Gilbert was getting into the Cowboys pack,
even what's her name? The Hammer. The Hammer was pushing and shoving.
Yeah, exactly.
All fucking game.
Because Gilbert and Hammer hate the Cowboys for what happened. I reckon. Anyway, that's a different sort of narrative, but
it's different, yeah. But I want to know what it's a little bit personal there, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
You can see it because there's no way he had to come in on that.
And Ezra wasn't even being over the top; he was just more fucking getting into Liam, and Liam was sort of just brushing it away.
They just don't take anything from him.
No,
nothing.
No. Also, this one comes from Rob. Boys, I'm confused. I'm not a Panthers or Broncos fan, but what was the go with the mutual infringement call? I thought when there's a mutual infringement, they're supposed to knock back to the previous play the ball, like they did in the Knights versus Sharks games. In both games, the bunker official used the term mutual infringement. In the explanation, so now I'm confused as to why the outcomes were different. I feel like we got robbed of a pretty cool milky leap over the top try, if that's the case. Confused L1 fan. No, Rob, both, there was some poor officiating over the weekend. Couple of really bad, in my opinion, bunker calls again. But both of these mutual infringement calls were correct. So I don't know if you saw the Friday game as well. I called that the Sharks game. Once, if a mutual infringement happens whilst the referee blows the whistle once a person has the ball, for example, when... who had it at the end? It was in the left-hand corner. So I'd imagine it's Karapani. Before they try with about a minute and a half to go, they tried to pick him up and take him over the sideline. And then there was a situation where in the Sharks game, the mutual infringement, it wasn't blown dead. So when it's not blown dead, because it was allowed to continue, but it was deemed that there was... mutual infringement, so therefore it comes back to the play the ball. So it's probably not the best way of explaining. Yeah. It's very difficult to explain.
I fast forward through all that shit.
Yeah.
Because it gets fucking too confusing.
Yeah. So all I will say on it, it's very difficult to explain it without vision and the examples side by side next to each other. But I feel like both referees on Thursday and Friday made the correct call. It's just understanding that when a whistle was blown, at a dead ball situation, and then as a lot of people have sort of been arguing with, if it wasn't blown dead on a mutual infringement, once they picked him up and took him over the sideline, Todd Smith correctly said that would have been a penalty anyway. Yeah. So it's not like the Panthers were going to get given another opportunity. All right, let's move on to the Sharks 20 defeating the Knights 18.
Good game.
The Sharks scored fewer tries, 3 to 4.
Goals, got to kick your goals, boys.
But Hines was perfect with his goal kicking. Trindle again. Mase was excellent.
He's on that. Mate, he's fucking on one. If they get to the grand final and win it, he should be on a Kangaroo tour.
Ooh.
He's playing that good. I reckon he's a top tier halfback at the moment, man.
There are so many, that's a huge, you understand that's a huge statement.
Oh, no. But I'm just saying, when I get to the grand final, if they win it, they usually get that half who's in there.
Yeah, it's favourable to those who go on deep runs.
You sort of the same momentum that Ethan Strange had at the back end of last year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you got to...
Situational.
If you're out of the 8 and you're not that guy yet, you got to go to another guy like Trindle with a hot hand like that. He goes all the way through, gets to a grand final, gets beat or whatever, and you'd pick the hot hand. Like he's been going that good.
Not last year. Maybe last year. Yeah, actually. Before the Origin series, I thought he was a red hot smoky for the Queensland team.
Yeah.
Like he's a Queenslander.
If he was playing like the last 3 weeks before,
Yeah.
he would have got picked, I reckon.
So Munster and Ches were the options. Tommy did and wasn't the lockdown selection
No.
like we all viewed him as by the end of that series. Once he won the Wally Lewis medal, then it was like a given. All right, Tommy's next up.
Yep.
And then what Sammy did this year with the opportunity that he got given, you feel like those three with Munster are going to battle it out for the next couple of years.
Yeah.
But Trindle, man, I thought he was thereabouts. It's just the form of the Sharks, as you mentioned at the start of the year. I can cost him at least being a part of the conversation.
Yeah. Because he wasn't even really part of the conversation. Like now, if this was just before Origin and Trindle's playing like this, we'd be like, fuck, he's got to be in the 19 somewhere. Or even in that 20 in the squad. Just give him, like, put him in just to show him around. Like, you know,
I wonder how close he was. Because he's had a good couple of years, mate.
Yeah, he's arrived. It's not like he ain't like, oh, it's Nico and this and that. No, he's the dude.
He's the most important part of the team.
Yeah.
Even the cleanup work that he did. He had a number of times where he's just like, it's very hard to differentiate. When I'm calling the game, I was calling the game. We had Kennedy, Puru.
Yeah.
Peru.
Fucking same.
So it's pronounced, sorry.
Puru.
No, so because he's Indigenous and Māori, I'd assume that it was pronounced Puru. But I think it's Peru. Peru. That's the way they like it. That's what I was told by Speedy. Speedy gets all that stuff at Channel 9. So you got Peru, you got Will Kennedy and Trindle. They all look the same. Sometimes it looks like
head, man.
Tricky had three carries in the one set.
Beautiful hairstyle.
If they're going to do anything,
go to fucking.
I think there's an understanding with this, like as in, fuck, Bradley's just finally got the flowers that he deserves this year by playing Origin. And did a good job in the limited time that he got. Nico's been given a crack over the last couple of years. He's their marquee player. But this team goes as long as Braden Trindle.
Yeah, man. He's seen some shit that like the greats are seeing.
Yeah.
When he's throwing those long balls, he's got the kicking game. He's got the short ball. Like he'll see what the winger's doing if he's peeling in. The center's going out. It's all the great things that the JTs and the Andrew Johns and that are seeing.
I'll give you probably a closer comp that when I was watching on the weekend. Remember when South were in those consistent for 2 or 3 years and just lost in the grand final to the Penrith? Yeah. He's playing like Cody Walker during that time. Like they're similar players. Cody, They've probably got Cody and Trindle are probably the two, I'd say, on the podium, Cody Walker, Trindle, and Isaiah Katoa. Yeah. The ability to make the pass, kick, or run at the very last minute. Yeah. All three options, they've all got in their arsenal.
Yeah.
And I think Trindle's starting to get himself in that Cody Walker.
Yeah. And if you're a young ball player, watch those three closely, how they hold the ball. Where, you know, it's not like it's
making a decision at the very last minute.
It's right. You know, it's very wristy. It's very on the ball. Like, so they can go short, go long, all in the same motion. Yeah. Right? It's not coming back here. It's never back there. It's just here. They go short. They got a little kick. Yeah. They're all so strong in there. Fucking like everyone goes, oh, Andrew Johns can throw one of the best balls of all time. His hands are fucking half the size of mine.
Yeah.
Little midget hands.
Yeah.
Right? Can you say that? But he
no, just you hammering Joey, but
no, yeah. So yeah, but he throws a fucking laser because his wrists and his fingers are so fucking strong.
Gotcha.
And that's where it's at.
Yep.
You don't have to have big hands to throw fucking a massive ball, right?
Nice save, nice backhand.
Yeah. No, that's where I was heading. He'll shake your hand. He'll fucking near break your hand. He's that strong in his hands.
Actually.
You know,
he does.
The little nugget's got a strong fucking hand.
Yeah.
And he gives you the trump. He tries to get you in there. Yeah, no, he's old school. He's like, fuck, you try and shake Sterlo's hand, he'll come in straight over the top like it's a fucking man. Like, yeah, seriously, you shake Sterlo's hand, he's already over the top.
You're like, oh shit, I just got
fucking. What are you doing?
Joe just put it on me.
Fucking Joe just break your hand off and fucking slam you with it. No, Joey's like that too. That old school little hand wants to get over the top. Yeah, so you don't need that. And Trindle's got little hands. It's all in the wrist. Yeah. So if you're a young ball player, watch those guys.
But you know what? It's a courageous play too, Mase.
Oh, he's got balls, mate.
Like because you got to be willing to take it right at the line and take a lick.
Yeah,
and he does, and that's why he gets people slipping sometimes because they're like, oh, he's going to throw this short, long. He's going to kick it, and every now and again he just fucking
runs. And well, look what Cody Walker did a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. Fucking got Moses slipping a couple of times. Your foreman wants to rush out. You better be on. You better be on.
It's so good. Yeah.
I mean, I love really watching him play. Like, he looks like he's fun. You know who he reminds me of? I told you before, like Shifty Sherwin.
Yeah, it's got to be
Reminds me of Shifty. Just
Okay.
a little, like Shifty can always look like a little nugget as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I said, like you can tell he looks fit,
Yep.
right? Trindle looks fit right now, but you can tell sometimes when he's like,
You questioned it a couple of years ago.
his diet slips and he looks like he's about 2 or 3 kilos overweight. You can tell now he's on point with everything. So it just goes into his football, goes into his life, everything like that. So Wayne
Do you reckon
says,
he's trimmed a couple of kilos off the top as well when he finally let it
I'll
go?
fly all 3 to fucking Turkey if you win the comp. My shout. Puru, fucking Trindle, and Kennedy. The triplets.
Before we move off as well, Kennedy
And Fitzy. I'll fly you there too, Fitzy.
Kennedy as well. He's
Killing it, mate.
for like I know there are people out there. I have a little bit of fun with the Sharks, but no one can deny that I've been a Kennedy guy for fucking 2 or 3 years. Like it blows me away that
the 1 year deals that he's getting.
Yeah.
Mate, he's an $800,000 player.
Ooh, I don't
Come
know
on,
if I
man.
pay him
Right
that
now,
much,
right now.
You know I love him.
He's that.
You know I love him.
Mate,
I'd be happy to give him 5 or 6.
Fuck off. Fullbacks are getting over $1 million if you're decent, right?
I
If
know,
you're 9,
but he's different.
all right, let's just say the new cap comes in.
Yeah. 7. I'll get to 7. I'll meet you halfway at 7.
What would Perth give him? What would the PNG give him in 28? New cap, 20 mil. Yeah. Oi, the cap's going to be 20 mil.
Oh, sorry.
New cap, 20 mil. He's getting over $1 million. Come on.
Yeah.
Even
He's a
if
good
the cap's 15, he's getting
Solid player.
He's solid. He's getting
Does so much
getting
clean-up
better.
work.
He's getting better because everyone thought he was like pretty one dimensional, right? He couldn't come out the back. He couldn't do 3-on-2s. He just wanted to run all the time. Boom, in the lab, right? Worked on his game, bit like Dufty, 3-on-2s, all that sort of stuff. Can pull the trigger on those short sides now. So it's the most favoured position that players want to play is fullback.
Yeah.
Because you get to throw the money ball. You don't really get to tackle that much, right? You do all the glory stuff, right? But you got to be good at it.
Yeah.
Because you're copping all the fucking strays. If you're not, you're dropping balls and everything like that.
It's there's not a position highlighted more by an error, being out of position. Like there's so much pressure on the fullback, and if you're in good ball and you don't execute,
You're fine.
yeah, it's probably halfbacks. Like Nico will cop a lot of blame, but over the years, people have been blowing up about Kennedy's lack of ability to pull out the Walsh
To
and
execute that,
yeah.
he's got a little kick in his game
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
He's got a pass. He's got a
His
long
best
pass,
work
a
is
short game.
is the tunnel ball, sweet
Yeah.
line tip on.
And
That's
it's
his best
fucking
weapon.
awesome.
Yeah,
And he's been and I credit him, and I credit Fitzy and the coaching staff to adding that little fucking string to his bow.
Well,
I love it.
Fitzy. Speaking of lots we talked about with
I
Laurie
love
before.
Fitzy too.
Fitzy has fucking gave this playing group 3 or 4 years under him.
Yep, they
Like
love
he's
Fitzy,
been
mate.
he's been rock solid.
Daniel Holsworth is a big part of that as well.
Yep.
DJ, played with DJ as well with the Dogs. Smart as fuck player. IQ off its head, right? So him and Fitzy, and you got Steve Price. Steve Price who played, who coached George.
Yep.
You got a really smart coaching staff there.
Yep.
Right? Where Fitzy's he's all about the mental side of things, and all that kind of stuff with his middles. And then you got DJ who'd be really attack-wise. He'd be helping the halves and the fullback, right?
Yep.
Steve Price would be covering most things, right? I think they've got a really good staff there.
I've heard Steve Price is a really sharp mind.
He's good. He's
And
always been good, mate.
the problem with Steve Price as a coach is he wasn't really good with the media stuff,
No.
which sort of brought him undone. But in terms of like tactically and
They got a good
and knowing
good
the
crew
game,
there.
apparently he's really good.
So Fitzy defensively,
Yeah.
he's one of the smartest.
Well, let's get to
of all
defensive because the big save. Got to give Nico credit. Conversions were unbelievable. His goal kicking.
10 for 10 the week before, wasn't he?
Yeah,
9 for 9 from against the Dolphins.
Apparently, did I see a clip recently? Can you Google and find out ChatGPT who Nico has been kicking with recently? Now, I know he's been mentored by Dan Carter and done some stuff with Dan Carter in the last couple of years.
but he deserves a raise.
I believe there is some European rugby guy that Nico's been working
Johnny
with.
Wilkinson?
Not Johnny.
Frederick Michalak.
Michalak? Freddie played Barbarians with Freddie Michalak.
Well, he's been working
Little
with
Frenchie.
Nico. Yeah.
Frenchie 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been working with Nico.
Played with the Barbars with him. Awesome.
Yeah. So,
He was at the Roosters for a while.
okay.
Freddie. So Fitzy would have bought him over.
That's why
There it
fucking
is.
Sam Walker's been kicking so ranked
there
lately.
you go, huh? Freddie Michalak.
But so when was Freddie with because tell me he was with him Sam Walker the last couple of years? Because Sammy's dropped off his kicking this year.
Yeah, need Freddie back, mate. Freddie's a king. Oi, I'm telling you. Like,
No,
as a human,
He was
Must have been
racing 92 last year.
yeah, he's been around. Freddie was there.
He must be
'cause
doing some consultancy.
He's the king.
Just
Freddie.
reading the article
Because Robbo
from-
loves his French.
Freddie's a cool cat, man.
Zero
Because
tackle
Robbo's time in
article.
Catalans and
Yeah,
his wife, I believe
he
his
played in
wife.
Toulon. I think played in Toulon. Played barbars
100%
with him.
he worked with Roosters.
I get along with good. He's a good man.
There we go.
He's fucking hilarious.
So
He
aside
can
from
barely
the goal
speak-
kicking-
barely speak English, but you can speak with him.
Yeah.
One of those guys.
Um,
Yeah, so it is Freddie Michalak, Nico Hines combo.
yeah. Goal kicker's been on.
He doesn't look like missing man.
Yeah.
He worked back in the day with Kiri there. I don't think there's any. Must have. Then he
Okay.
went over.
Anyway, the point is he's with Nico, playing well. And Nico, I talked about all the good things that Trindle did. Nico, and shout out to Nico on the Tongan Fisherman with a big try over on Francis Manu Leilua at the end there. That was huge. And I just wrote that as a note because there's been a clear difference. You can just see when you put enough things on tape and you have examples of turning up for each other, they become infectious.
Yep.
They become week in, week out, and that's just an example.
Becomes a standard.
Becomes a standard. And that's what Nico. And by the way, the Tongan Fisherman,
Jeez, he's on one, isn't he?
he has been doing.
He got caught on that when he did the intercept. Was it the intercept when he got on the weekend or the weekend before?
What
Was
is
it
it?
intercept? He got caught nearly by a front rower. Last week or this week?
Who did they play last week?
They pumped
Oh,
the Dolphins.
the Dolphins.
He
The
got in
Dolphins.
the clear. He got run down pretty quick.
Yeah, I missed that part of it.
The legs.
But yeah, the Tongan Fisherman's been doing all the post game interviews.
Has he?
Good after morning.
Did he say that?
That's his thing. So he's got his YouTube channel, the Tongan Fisherman.
Yeah.
And
He's
he goes,
doing some good things,
"Good
man.
after morning, everyone." That's
If he doing some
how
fishing up there.
he does his intro every time. It's fucking hilarious. I love it.
They'll miss him, man.
Yeah, him and Ramian.
They'll miss both those brothers.
Ramian, Katoa, Talakai.
It's the last hurrah for these boys, man.
Big time.
They've been together for what, 5-6 years, easy.
Yep. Newcastle. All right, four tries to 3. Sort of felt like it. Didn't feel like it. Felt like Cronulla had a real stranglehold on the Knights, but still some of the tries that they come up with. And KP, the opposite to Nico. He had so many good moments in this. A nice try, easily the most dangerous player for Newcastle, but he's got to kick those goals, mate. He's like, that's the difference. We talked about it and been critical of Val at times when he's feel like the Dragons have been
important.
in this position before where they've scored more tries. Like that's such a tough break at this time of the year when you've got top 4 aspirations when you score 4 tries to 3 and lose a game, mate.
That sucks. That does. And there'll be no worse harsher critic on himself than KP.
For sure.
Because he prides himself on those little things, man. Goal kicking is a massive part of his game. He's a gun, right? And it doesn't matter under fatigue or wherever it is, you expect him to get him.
Yep.
Because he's that good, right? So that sucks, especially when you score more tries. You sit there, fuck, we're better than them.
The Mazu try at the end was fucking
There's your
was elite too. The little double touch from Bradman Best.
Beautiful.
Feels like everyone's in the World Cup we had soccer fever the last 3 or 4 weeks. Have you noticed that? We talked about the Jai Gray no try, Bradman Best with the double touch, little like people not willing to pick the ball up. Maybe they've been watching it in practice. I shit you not. No, I shit you not. Like when this time of the year, when like a World Cup's on, someone might bring a soccer ball to training, and you end up just like trying to kick me ups or whatever, and trying to see how many you can do in a row between the group. Little shit like that subconsciously, and the ball's on the ground would normally be a loose ball recovery. They're just like
kick it.
Put a little fucking bit on that. Just add on a little extra skill to your game. So,
What
and
about
also,
the Knights? Are they the real deal, you reckon?
well, here's what
Can they make some noise?
here's what I noticed, and here's a part of it where I have questioned them, and this is where they're really skinny now that Jacob Saifiti's out.
Yes.
The middle of the field. So, Dom Young was having, so they'd go kickoff. It would be the front row, whoever side it was on, and it would be Dom Young play 2, Greg Mazu play 3 off kickoffs, mate. Not yardage kicks, off kickoffs. That's a representation of 2 things. One, it was going to be and a real arm wrestle, and that's what Cronulla Sharks do really well.
Yeah.
Plays 2s and 3s from their outside back. Cronulla do it when they're winning better than anyone. But I thought it was an indication that they were a little bit light through the middle. Tyson Frizzell, who was the other one? Trey Mooney were the starting front rowers,
Yeah.
and then you had Brodie Jones and
Pretty light.
and Crouch, the rookie. Like he's big body, but he's a rookie. So it was a great. It was to be fair, it was a really good game plan because they conserved energy and then they front loaded in defense. So tactically, I actually thought 4 tries to 3. It's not the worst.
They're gonna get you.
I don't think you can maintain that though. Is my point.
I mean, I don't know. They're wingers. They can just have the hit up and fuck off back to the wing. It's not a big deal. They're pretty fit dudes.
More so that I don't know. But I understand the reasoning behind it, and tactically, like I said, I felt like it worked. But like when you're a middle, do you just want to be a defender as well? Or do you want to get in and have your carries? Do you want to have your plays?
If they kick it to this side and you're the other side winger, take the second one.
Off kickoffs though.
Yeah. The front row takes it, and then the winger on that side takes it, and then the other prop takes it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Depending which side, I want 2 wingers taking.
Yeah,
right?
gotcha. Yeah,
You know what I
okay.
mean? Like,
that's the compromise. So your middle stay in the game.
You got to get your middle in there. I don't fucking 2 wingers getting the ball. If I'm front row, I want the ball straight away.
Yeah.
If I'm that left side front row, if they kicked it to the right, I'm getting the third tackle.
Yeah.
I'm getting the third hit up.
I used to love that play to carry off the edge when it got kicked to my side. We used to have a nice little block play coming off the edge. Not as common anymore. Probably like
No, you can do it still.
Yeah, it's like because back rowers, a lot of them now, just defenders. Like they become
there's
defenders.
a lot of space when you get a just say second tackle on the right side of the post, right? Just say on the tram tracks, and you get the 7. It's like a 7 block, right? A 7 block, hit the guy around the back. If he's got footwork, he can get to the 3 man. That's how jammed up they are. And that left side back row, which that line, it's open all the time.
Yeah,
I don't understand how they don't exploit that. Coaches it's like probably in the midfield, like just say from 40 to 40, just say you're at halfway, right? And it's the third tackle. You broke it down on the numbers line, the dash lines. 7 gets in the first receiver, a bit wider, and you just got a normal block shape, guy out the back, the right side back row. He can skip over, and then you're straight at the 3 man.
Knights run it from right to left for Dylan Lucas a lot.
But that's where. But people sleep on that. It's not about third tackle. Everyone's so like their defensive is just coming up, and the guy with the ball is not even thinking about attack.
Yep,
happens a lot. I've been watching it for years.
Back to your point around the Knights, they got 3 crucial games. So there's pros and cons to the wins that they had against the Tigers, the Dragons, and did I say Dragons? Tigers, Dragons, and Eels. They got those wins, which has kept them on 11 wins, and they're in range still, really congested. We keep talking about it. Yeah. Even the Roosters got the ugliest wins, which we'll get to in a little bit. But they're just doing enough. Like they'll be disappointed with that, but that's like when you look at the draw, like
it's easy to miss out.
Yeah.
Right. It could be one of those years where you're sitting in the top 4, top 6 all year, and then you go bang, 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 bang.
I think 11 wins are enough for the Knights, considering how because they're getting troops back. They're on 11 wins. The Rabbitohs are on below them on 2 wins, and they've got the bye, so that's crucial.
Yep.
The Cowboys are another team. It's going to be 7 to 12 is really up for grabs now. Probably remove the Storm because I don't think it's going to be too hard without money.
Yeah, it'd be too hard.
Too hard.
Okay, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, they've had a great year, the Knights, but it's so hard to find consistency, right? And that's where I haven't been that consistent.
All right, let's
string 5 together.
Let's get to the Roosters 14 defeating the Storm 6. Bit of a bludger of a game, this one.
Yeah.
Sort of felt like, how leading into the game, I wanted the Roosters to win in the fashion that they should have won. And then you think about it and you realise they've got a poor record against the Storm, and you realise the Storm are the Storm for a reason. They don't get smacked. They very rarely get smacked. It doesn't matter who's out. They're brave. It's a next man up mentality, and that's how I sort of felt throughout this game. I did have my thoughts around the centre position. I feel like this was an opportunity for Billy Smith to win the left edge position because Hugo Savala is so versatile.
Yeah.
I think he goes back to the bench, and I think
Savala goes back.
I think a sign of that. We were both Savala guys, right?
Yeah.
But I think the sign that Billy Smith will get the left centre position, that Savala looked so good when he filled in for those times when Billy Smith was missing, was Savala played on the right. And it was a little bit clunky, a little bit messy. So I think
Savala's, I mean, he's just more versatile. He can play anywhere in the back line.
Victim of his versatility.
Yeah, it is, and this is going to happen until DCE retires.
Yeah.
Maybe a year or two, but he just learns. He's still doing his apprenticeship, right? He's his second year in the game.
He'll be super handy come finals.
He'll be a gun.
Like you could legitimately, like it's the only team. I'm just trying to think of some other options. They'd probably be the best team equipped to lose a crucial. You could a Queens representative type player in Daly Cherry Evans and Sam Walker, and you could still win a finals game.
Even look at that,
a grand final.
Teddy Toya, Crichton, and Collins.
Maybe Broncos. I mean, the only other example I could have thought of, like because they've got Ben Hunt on the bench.
When you're strictly talking talent, you got Bronx and you got these guys.
Yeah.
Well, look at that. Who's not playing? Teddy Toya, Crichton, and Collins.
Yeah.
They're all fucking representative players.
Yeah.
Like they're top tier players, and they're still got to play, and they're still taking care of business. So they're a dangerous team. They're the most dangerous team in the comp for Penrith.
You think over the Warriors?
Shit together. Yeah, I think if you're the Warriors, you'd be worried about the Roosters meeting those guys in a prelim.
They're right on the same, aren't they?
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it. It feels like the Warriors have been way more consistent.
But the Roosters have slowly just been getting it done, right? They never lose. I think they rarely lost more than 2 in a row. They just win more, They get
you're
three.
Right. They had 2 in a row around Magic Round. The bad loss against the Cowboys,
and they string like 3 or 4 together without you even noticing.
Yeah,
and they just where are they now? They're sitting third?
Yeah. Did they lose to the Storm and Cowboys back to back around Magic? Because that was a bad one.
Something like that.
Yeah, the one in Melbourne was a bad.
Then
loss.
everyone just went, they're done.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So they got that in them, but they got a fucking. I reckon they decent crack.
Really felt for Will Warbrick in this too, and Hudson Young, which we'll get to, and Turbo, which we'll get to. So back-to-back days where
just
3
superstars,
superstars,
man, like superstars. I'm like, fuck, it hurts the game.
This one hurt. Not to say that Huddy and Tom hurt any less, but you could see the devastation on Warbrick leaving the field, knowing that he'd played his last game for the Storm.
That's all that.
And the
shit
realization.
that comes up. Like you don't really. If he had to sign 3 years with the Storm, he knows he's coming back to the Storm.
Yeah.
But he's given everything to the Storm there. He's played 2 grand finals, right? Like there's a lot of history there. They gave him a start, NRL future there. And then you can see all that shit running through his head when he's walking off going.
The longer he had to sit there.
Yeah.
And the more he was going across the Medicab and all his teammates were coming across him, you could just see with every dab, he was like, fuck, this is my last dab.
This is it.
This is my last dab with the boys.
You're going to get an operation and you're never going to be back in you'll be hardly ever back in the building. You'll never be on the field.
Have you done the Achilles?
Nah. Liz Frank, that's about it.
Yeah.
It's fucking bad.
Yeah, it's a bad one. I remember when Joey Nullivale did it. And I did the lower, I forgot what the bottom half of my calf, soleus. And it's similar feeling, but everyone described it the same. I ended up missing about 5 to 7
Liz
weeks.
Frank and Achilles is the worst foot injuries. Yeah, Achilles
and it felt like someone had ankle tapped me. And both times you could see Warbrick not as obvious, but definitely with Hudson Young.
Huddy Young just trying to come off, just goes bang.
He's like, fuck, did KO Weeks ankle tap me?
Shoot me?
Yeah.
That's what they reckon,
really feel for Will Warbrick. He's a really popular member down there. He's become a senior player and now no Will Warbrick.
He was coming back too. You know what I mean? Like you see don't forget last year.
Yep.
What he had like 20 games out?
Yep.
For some head concussions and come back this year. Took him a while to get back to he got back to the grand final.
Silver lining for as much as he doesn't want to hear that right now. Yeah. He's going to get another 8 weeks off. So for as good as he looked this year,
plus the World Cup. You're going to miss out.
World Cup.
Yeah, I know. There's all the things. I had to go through this shit too. ACL, you miss the World Cup, you miss everything. So it's like, it sucks. So it's like little things like that when you're in the operating room, which I've been in there at this time. I think I did my ACL last round. Yeah, they suck. That's why I missed the 2008 World Cup.
Far out.
Yeah, so you sit there and you go through all that sort of stuff. And it's like, it's probably the closest thing that you'll ever get to. I don't have depression or anything like that, but it was like probably the closest thing. I was like, this is fucked.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty mentally strong. I'm like, oof. Fucking turn that fucking TV off.
Yeah,
So
that's understandable.
you go through some shit, man. But at the end of the day, it's just footy, and you just gotta have a good team around you, and you'll be back playing. So it's like, It sucks at this point of time right now. It's just like you think it's the fucking worst thing in the world. But you got to have a lot of gratitude and different perspective, right? Look at how the world is at the moment, and you just did your Achilles. So it's like a lot of people are worse off. Put things in perspective, have a lot of gratitude. And that's just having people around you with that mindset. So, hey, it's not all doom and gloom. It sucks for right now, but just have a look at the long road.
Yeah, well, good shout. Putting stuff in perspective. And, you've actually lived it. So, that's
it sucks.
Really feel for Will Warbrick. And despite all that, too, with the limited chances they had right at the death there of Meaney, it's just a credit to the organisation. They've been through a lot this year. It was a weird old game. Jared Sutton and Chris Butler officiating. Sort of, it's frustrating just constantly talking about little decisions. I understand human error, but sometimes when they make hellers like they do, despite all that,
my head in.
Like one was, extremely favourable for Melbourne. They go on and score in that Ito Kamani try, but
Big Stefano had a bit of a crack.
Stefano's been
He's been good, man.
He has been good.
He's been going after it, and he's been going after the big dogs for the other team.
Yeah.
And I like that.
Yeah.
I like it.
Here we go. Rabbitohs 34 defeat the Rabbits
Are they back?
24.
Are the Raiders back?
I got a Ricky presser
Come
for
on,
you.
give me one.
Cool. Actually, Lukey, do you want to...
Do you want me to bring it up?
Yep. Give us a watch. Normally better coming from your angle and turn it up. So go to...
Good Kurt. You got a good Kurt going down there.
He just has by the way, winning presser, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So this one I've go to 8 minutes 35 on the. Oh, do you have the YouTube Premium on your account? Yeah, of course.
Oh, of course.
8 minutes.
You're
8 minutes.
premium
8 minutes 35.
You're
Yeah,
premium
we're
yet?
all together.
I
Yeah, we've
fucking
got.
hope so.
Yeah.
The bench. I think Jesus, that's a good feeling. I feel like I was coaching Brisbane.
That's it. Just a little crack at Madge. Just enough. Just a little crack
He
at
knows Madge.
Yeah.
They're mates.
Yeah.
They're mates.
Are they?
Yeah, I reckon.
Apparently,
Played in Canberra together.
when he was an assistant, Madge was the assistant there a couple
Yeah,
of years
they're
ago.
good boys.
No, but Ricky got the shits. Apparently there was a blow up because of the coaching
okay.
reps, and then
Oh, okay, shit.
so he's just having a crack at Broncos roster.
Yeah, right. I think hopefully it's good heart.
Yeah,
It's in
if,
good taste.
Either's good for me. I'm happy
Yeah.
with
He
either.
smiled.
And Stick criticising when he dropped Huddy Young, public decision disgraceful
Oh, yeah, okay.
Which
What,
one?
In Origin?
in 24.
Oh,
According to
okay.
Yahoo Sports Australia. Let me just click on the article. Yeah, Ricky Stewart blasts disgraceful Michael Maguire call amid ugly state of origin selection snub.
That's right.
Oh, there you go.
Hardy Young's, yeah, that's where it goes.
Righto. You
I
know,
personally think the way he's been treated in Origin over the last two series has been disgraceful. They're looking for
he's
a
all about his
loyalty.
players, mate. Don't fuck with Sticky's players. He's got your back 100.
The amount of time he's played in both series and then finds himself out, it's either the wrong selection or they haven't done the right thing by the kid.
There we go. Them two don't like each
All
other.
right. I'll digress. He doesn't like him. He's got beef with him. And it was a good little jab.
Okay. We talked about Hudson Young, the injury, the silver lining, all that stuff, putting stuff into perspective. All right, let's chat Ashes options off the back of it. Stephen Crichton's off to the ARU, similar to Nwanga Nituase.
Yeah.
He will not be figuring in the World Cup. I think that's been confirmed.
I was thinking about this too. I was thinking about this when Huddy Young went down.
Who you got?
Fucking Dylan Lucas.
Yep.
If the Knights make a fair run
Yep.
as a starter.
Yep.
Because there's no one else.
Preston was in camp last year.
Presto could play. Presto is a genuine left side back rower
Yep.
because of the fact that Kicks has been that position. But if you can have him there, if Presto finishes the year off good, I'm going with either Presto or the young kid, Dylan Lucas.
Perfect. Because
it.
that's what I
So
want to have the
that's
conversation
It's the
about.
future of the game, mate. They're
If
both the
fit-
future of the game.
If fit, right edge, Liam Martin. Considering
Yeah,
what
the
just
dog.
happened in Decider,
The Dogs are always there.
the Liam Martin on the right, and you're trying to figure out the left. And I am of the same opinion you used to, guys. Just want to see if you
No.
guys are on the same
I
page.
was this. I don't know why our heads were thinking. I was thinking exactly the same thing. I said, who's going to do our fucking
Yeah, Lucas versus
fucking-
Preston with
I was
6
just
weeks to
thinking
go.
World Cup. Who the fuck? Who's doing it?
And again, similar to what we said before, you had made a huge statement at the start with Trindle. Finals runs will be huge.
Big time, man.
So
You know,
your
and
Bulldogs, I feel like I said this, your Bulldogs let Preston down and cost him an Origin jersey. Now, if they can go on a run, that's fair, right?
No, I get it.
That's fair.
I don't want to say anything.
If they can go on a run, then they can make that up and get him an Australian
Get him
jersey.
a fucking jersey. I can't believe they didn't get a couple of caps last year. And they just play the Frenchies or something. Fucking hell. Can't believe that. But I
Does that count though?
Yeah, no, not in my book, but or Scotland. None of them do. I think, yeah, if he can go on a decent run, it'd be hard. It'll be hard to put him out. I think he'll be in the squad anyway, Presto.
Same.
But
Starting jersey different though.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Dylan Lucas, if they make the 8, they win their first semi, second semi, or something like that. If they go to catch a bit of a heater, he should be there. Like, he's the future of the game. He's just going to get fast tracked because of Huddy Young's injury and Angus Crichton being out, and we just depleted a little bit. Doesn't mean shit, but he's the future of the game. So is Presto, because the right side belongs to fucking Liam Martin. If you did not notice. So it's his side there because Olakau'atu and all those other guys will be playing for Tonga. So opens right up.
I had another Smokey in this game, but he's a victim of his versatility. He's Smokey. Well, I've mentioned him. I feel like they're in the same bracket. Tallis Duncan. Oh, yeah. If he got given full reps at the back end of the season, play left edge back rower,
he might find himself in that squad.
I find like he's a Kevy pick.
But Wayne keeps putting him in the centres.
I just think he might be in just if they go on a run and he's shown glimpses of being a future rep player anyway in my eyes. Yep. They go on a bit of a run, South, and he's a big part of that. His versatility will be the main reason why he's in the team.
25-man squad.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you've got 6 games. You want to play who can play centre and back row and all these sort of plays. He's your perfect sort of wingman.
Him and Simi Sasangi went hard. They cancelled each other out.
Yeah, I told you. I
was reluctant to put Simi Sasangi in.
Like, I think they're just going to be like fucking right foot tackle,
Yeah.
How big is a World Cup squad? So Ashes, they took 24 players.
I think it may be 30, closer to 30, because you're on a 6-week camp.
Yeah.
Like 4 weeks, then you got 2 weeks final. So 6 weeks, I think it's 30.
Yeah.
You would, if you're taking 25 for a 3-week camp, for a 3-week of Ashes,
you're
taking 30, maybe even more.
You would think you're maybe halfway, 27.
Yeah.
Maybe halfway.
Interesting.
With the ability to, if you have a major injury.
2021, according to Wikipedia, it was 24.
Shit. That's not
So we're talking about England. Yeah, looking at the England squad, 24-man squad they named.
But does that mean everyone has that? Or is that?
France announced 24. Greece, 24.
24.
Unless that's changed for this upcoming one. But this is 2021 Rugby League World Cup.
When was the last World Cup for us? 22, wasn't it?
Was it a 21 and it was played in 22 because of the pandemic?
What happened because of the pandemic? 23.
23?
Yeah, they pushed it back a year, 23.
Yeah,
but it was still called the 21 World Cup. Got this wrong?
It should have been the 22 World Cup, but it was played in 23. Fact check that.
Here we go. I'll just search for.
Yeah. That'd be interesting. I don't
Because remember when Mel did that rank shit by not putting the numbers on and they all had fucking.
Yeah,
was it 23?
I'm pretty sure I'm correct because 21, been in the dramas, is the first World Cup back since.
Yeah,
if it's 26, it's got to be 4 years.
Got played in 22.
This is 23.
But it's still labelled 21, I think. If that's my point.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because Birdo and everyone played in it.
Correct.
Payne Haas didn't play in it.
Yeah, the last one was played in 28th October 22, but it was labelled the 21 World Cup.
Yeah, gotcha. With all the Olympics and all that sort of shit.
Because of the pandemic.
Yeah. What pandemic?
So Huddy Young, all right. And also this, again, credit to Huddy, again, watching the content after the game.
Doing interviews.
Interviewed, he's great. And this says a lot about his character. Ricky said it, he's not processing it fully yet.
Yeah.
But one of my favourite little, just a full-on Ricky Raiders acknowledgement. So Tom Starling played 150 NRL games last weekend.
Well done.
They sort of recognised it. This week, he played 150 Canberra Raiders games because he had one game at Newcastle. So they didn't really celebrate last week properly.
They didn't celebrate it.
They just typical Ricky fashion, similar to that one game with Horsburgh as well. They only really acknowledged this week as 150 Canberra Raiders games.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
So because that's his best mate, Huddy Young was fucking interviewed
it
fucking
was good,
Starling
man.
after the game.
Jeez.
So you really feel for we love Huddy. What he's been able to do. We're going to miss him at the back end of the season, and they're going to miss him on the left edge for Australia. So
When your body, Huddy Young's, as I said, when your body, he's only 25, 26. Huddy Young set some fair runs. Origin, World Cups.
He is 28, born June 11.
It happens around then.
a lot of the conversation.
He's had some big runs. He's played a lot of games to this. He's about 150, I reckon.
Conversation after this
bang.
game, when we saw two similar situations in Will Warbrick and Huddy Young and Origin, is the conversation around the load of the game. That's something that is being discussed thoroughly.
Yep. Sanders, you got Sanders in here.
Yeah.
You know who he reminds me of? Like a young Todd Carney.
Yeah, you said that before.
I said it before, and now the more I see it, he like the same kicking style, same sort of demeanor.
Yeah.
And once his running game comes into it, because he's quick, right?
He's sneaky.
But Toddy Carney in his first couple of years wasn't a runner.
Yeah.
He wasn't that big. He was like a flashy little player, had the mad cutout balls and all that kind of stuff. But once he implemented his running game, everyone looks at Todd Carney, the 2010 fucking Dally M winner.
Fullback.
Yeah, have a look at Todd Carney 2005, 6, 7, 8. Like all it took him a while to get to that level.
Yeah.
Right. And I look at Sanders and go, okay, he's got a little bit of Todd Carney about him because of his demeanor and his same sort of build. He's not small.
Yeah.
Thick around the hips, and he's like, he's pretty solid. So ball playing skills, I don't know, but I still want to see more, like to get to Todd Carney, because Todd Carney's one of the most naturally skilled players I've seen for fucking years. Right. So
I feel like we're going to see the best of him in the end of the season. And this, I don't mean this to be a drive-by, but I said this last year. I found the Brayley signing so strange.
Yeah, we said that. Like
we did. Like he was coming off a number of injuries at Newcastle, and I don't want it to sound like a drive-by because I would have loved Brayley at Manly, right? Like I followed. Yeah. I feel like it was a position of need for us. So like a pickup like Brayley would have been. I'm not having a crack at the player, but with the way that Tom Starling was playing last year, and how good Owen Paddy looked in limited opportunities, and how well he's looked. The last 3 or 4 weeks of getting consistent starts, I'm looking at that signing going, that'll be considered one of the strangest signings in the last 5 years. Like a player that is a high first grade quality player, put into the worst possible situation for everyone involved.
Yeah, I didn't understand it. We were both talking about it last year. We're like, make that make sense? Because you got Starling, who's had I know Starling's played 150 games. But last year was his best year.
Yep, agreed.
Right, he was playing off the bench. I didn't know where he belonged, sort of thing. There, he was 9. He was bench. He was 9. He was bench. Then he really nailed it last year. Put Paddy back a year because we thought Paddy was going to take over. Paddy's done his apprenticeship back in reserve grade and proved everything right. Now he's taken his spot.
The form that Paddy showed in limited opportunities forced Starling to play as well as he did.
Yeah, 100%
you know what I mean?
it did. Yeah, now. Little couple of injuries or whatever happened to Starling, you give this little fellow a crack.
Yeah.
Now he knows. Because he got the crack last year and he fucked it.
No,
the little Paddy in a trial. I don't know. It was one trial game where he didn't fucking play.
Storm trial.
Yeah, awful.
Yeah. He tried to force everything.
Yeah, tried to force it all. Where old mate just come on and just did his job, tackled hard.
And I can fully appreciate that. And I watched that game going, because I was rooting for him. I wanted him to take the spot, but I was like.
What are you doing?
They weren't playing Brayley and Starling and I know young kids don't just deserve it straight away. And the thought process sort of made sense, but it didn't because I felt like he'd showed enough where you should have given him a proper crack with the starters.
Yeah.
Not as in to start the game because Starling, but like Brayley should have had to earn his way into that spot because Starling and Paddy did so well last year.
Yeah.
It's not like a young kid that hadn't got any reps the year before. It's like they were awesome for you guys.
Yeah.
And you got the minor premiership and then you brought Brayley in and just confused everything.
Yeah.
It was a weird one, Mase.
Yep.
Anyway.
And it was a weird and it was just and then the Sanders.
Yeah.
And then pushing Strange to the other side.
Yep.
And then Strange, look at Strange's first play. Bang off his left foot, calves like Dave Fafita, boom, palm, try. You know what I mean? Like that's what he can do.
And I fully understand why they did the Sanders and Strange swap originally. I was all for it. Left foot kick, understood the reasoning. Yeah. And then I applaud them for going, all right, they gave it half a season.
Yeah.
And then they went, fuck, this isn't working. Let's swap them back over. Sanders can still get to the left side of the ruck and put his kicks in.
And that's just confidence in Sanders.
Yeah.
And Sanders showing Sticky he can do both. Like, there's no doubt that Sanders could have done it. He just tried to limit his opportunities for fuck ups.
Yep.
Right. So so now she's all go now.
They're dangerous. The last
Back
one
into
is
the
Jed Stewart kick receptions.
What the fuck? How good did he play? Like the catches and everything. He was going against Campbell Graham too, mate. He's good in the air.
Did you see the technique?
Yes. So weird behind and then jumping like that.
But he's been doing it for a couple of weeks now.
He's fucking good.
So here is my...
Is there a technique?
I don't know if he's practicing this by himself or
Sticky's putting torpies up to him.
It's weird, mate. I remember was it last year or the start of this year? When was all the disruptor stuff happening? It might have been last year.
No, it started last year.
Lomax and that. When we remember that aerial threat that was happening with Nwanga Tupo, Coates, and there was like a crackdown on
can't touch him.
The competition of going in the air. I think Stewart is doing this on purpose. He's not standing back in position, and then it's throwing off. Like Campbell Graham had a fucking shocker.
He starts and then runs back to the ball.
With them.
So like that.
So they can't jump over top of him.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
Yeah. It's mixed bag. It
works.
Yeah, it's working.
It looks like it's a lot safer than because he's quite tall. Right?
Yeah.
He's about 6'4".
Yeah.
So he can run back, and that's something that he's doing a lot of reps on. That's not nothing that he's just created.
But he dropped one backwards, and then also there was another occasion where because he's running back towards the goal lines, momentum you can if you drop it. If I was playing against Raiders this week, I'd be kicking to Jed Stewart's side every time, and I'd be trying to land because they've halfbacks, depending on who it is, can land it on a dime, put it 5 meters out from the line, and he's going to catch it and run back into the end goal line.
Yeah,
because he can't stop momentum.
And don't even try and compete. Let him catch it, and then fucking double underhooks
That's
and get
what
him
I'd be
under.
doing against him.
Well, if he's going to keep doing this, I don't know how coaches have caught onto it, but I saw it straight away. I said, he's been practicing this shit. I said, you can't just all of a sudden be caught out of position 5 times and then do the same move. And Campbell Graham can jump.
Yeah.
And that's fucking talent, mate. But that's reps.
Yeah.
You are not, unless you're just an absolute freak. I reckon he's doing reps. And I reckon he's just trying to get a different way.
Yeah.
Different look. And what's a smaller winger going to do?
I see. Maybe he doesn't do it against a smaller winger. We'll see. We'll see who they got. Who do they have?
I'd be doing it more if it was a small winger.
No, because they're not worried about the competition in the air.
Yeah, I don't care. He's getting down.
Tigers. He won't do it this week.
You reckon? Who's he up against?
Taruva.
Well.
Taruva and...
And then if you jump up and he tackles you from behind, penalty.
Yeah, but Jack Whiten was just running, and the time that he dropped it, kick pressure ran up as hard as he could, stopped, and then he was going to pick him up and drive him in, and he lost it and it went dead.
Yeah, but sometimes you can just I know, it's interesting.
Yeah, it is
interesting technique. It's an interesting technique, Jed Stewart. We're on to you, mate.
Yeah, it's strange. Of the Ethan variety.
Yes.
All right, let's get to the Rabbitohs. And speaking of Ethan Strange, I don't think the scoreline reflected the contest in the first half. The make or break was Totola trying to do that tip on. Ethan Strange picks it up, and then Weeks, who, by the way, just cruises up.
What about that?
He's similar
to show how quick he was. Do you see how quick Dufty got to him?
Yeah.
Got to Strange. I thought Strange was quite quick.
Yeah.
And then Weeks, you see, he's 30. Yeah, 30 on Weeks.
Yeah.
Cruised up, and then he just went like that, and then he just went.
Yeah.
And Dufty didn't even look like getting him.
And I don't think he was in full throttle. He only runs as fast as he has to. He's like Hammer.
He's like Matty Bowen.
Yeah, Matty Bowen's a little bit like that too.
Just go as quick as you can.
Yeah.
Shout out to Matty Bowen. He's
Matty Bowen. He's doing a nines tournament up in Townsville.
Yeah, not that. His daughter's on TikTok trying to get him in the background of a TikTok.
Yeah,
it's
pretty fun. I love Mango, mate. He's one of the freakiest players, most talented players ever to play the game.
Yeah, so Souths, it's a weird old half because it didn't reflect, but then they just got fucking. That was deflating when Weeks scored that try.
Especially off you got to when you're in good ball. If you're a big man, that needs to be on the chest, and you need someone playing. You need to play unders. You're not playing overs there. This fucking 3-man sees that all day.
It's got to be.
If it's
got to be
tip,
Keon or Cam.
Yeah,
like
no,
that's not Totola's job.
No, it's tip, and someone's got to hit. It's a short ball. It's not, you don't go
Not an
long
outball.
there, mate. That's not even looking.
Yeah.
You'd be filthy at that if you were the coach, but because it's not in your repertoire, Totola,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
Unless Totola caught it and he skipped back out like Donahue. Remember Donahue did that. We'll get to him there. So that's the move that he needed to do to bring Strange in, and then the tips on the air.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yep.
You don't just go like that and tip it. Otherwise, he's lucky he didn't get hooked. So the Rabbits, that did not reflect the score. The Raiders are full control. They just, but you don't fuck around with the Rabbits, mate. I was watching this game. I'm going, if they score here, like just have 10 to go, they score another one. If they didn't score, who scored the last one for the Raiders?
Jed Stewart intercept when he hit the deck and he streaked away.
That was it.
Yeah,
before
but
that, I was like, they get another one.
There was a no try on
Even the Weeks one didn't seal it.
the Dave Fafita no try, so the obstruction. I felt like there was a square up at the back end of the game for the Raiders because Wyatt Raymond had a big stuff up, and it's human error.
Come on, Wyatt.
This one I can understand. So what he did was he tried to allow the try scorer to score the try, and then he was about to blow the whistle for a knock on Cody Walker. And it was like messy, so it looked like it might have either come off a Raiders defender or there was a tackle too early. And then someone ended up picking it up, and they got tackled right near the line, and it glitched. And I can understand it glitching because there was so much. It glitched
me. I didn't know what was going on.
Because I was thinking the same as him.
Just fast forward through
In my head, I was like, just let it play out and then bring it back. And then once it actually got to the dead ball situation, Cody Walker scored off the next play. I was like, he fucked up. And I was like, I understand why he fucked up there. There was a lot going on. You still got it. Canberra Raiders fans aren't going to
time out, mate.
Raiders fans aren't going to feel sympathetic for him.
Call a time out. Why?
But I understand it. Then there was a contest for the ball later on, and in my opinion, I can't say for certain, but Liam Kennedy squared it up for the Raiders because it should have been the ball. Cam Murray was so confused. There was a contest for the ball. Should have been the Rabbitohs ball with another attacking opportunity, but I reckon Liam Kennedy went, you know what?
No,
they shouldn't have had that try before. And I know they're not supposed to do that. But it wouldn't surprise me if that's why. That's why.
You'd be filthy if you found
Speaking of rough calls, the Warriors 20 defeated the Dragons 12.
Jeez,
I've got a big note here.
Man.
I've got a big note here for the Waz, and the Waz fans have been complaining about this for years, and this is the perfect representation of it. And this is a credit to where the Warriors are at right now. The Dragons mentioned, and we'll get to the Dragons side of things because I felt like they were really hard done by in this game. But human nature of referees. So I reckon the two major things that factor in to multiple 50-50 decisions that happen in games where if we were sitting in the bunker, Mase, or watching a game, there have been a number of occasions where we're watching a game where you've gone, I thought this and I thought that, right? It's a genuine 50-50. And then there are some real howlers, some ones that are very hard to show sympathy towards the officiating for. But for the last couple of years, I've just raved constantly about the way that Webby handled his presses in removing the excuses in and around the performances, even though I know, like the Warriors fans, that there were tough calls that went against you guys. You weren't considered a top team, and when it come down to a 50-50 call, I think it's only natural that referees and officials in all sports naturally favour a team that's higher in the ladder. Like you got no stats to back it up. It's just a gut feeling thing. And then another part is, again, if I was an official, and I've drummed on about this for years, if it's a 50-50 call and you come and scream at me as a referee and official, I can just
get away.
You're just naturally going to go, all right, I'm going to favour the team that's not, or the team that speaks to me correctly. Warriors,
Cam Smith.
Cam Smith. Isaiah Yeo does it really well. That's part of it. And then there have been examples where I've used before. Not in this game. I thought Gutho did an excellent job. But Gutho's been someone I've talked about at length. Mitchell's been another guy.
Better.
There have been examples of guys I've used before that go the other way. But because the Warriors now are going well, playing consistent, they got the rub of the
You
green.
get the calls. You get the calls.
Sometimes that's what you need to cement a top 4 position and get yourself, because they're on their way, mate. They're on their way.
These games are hard to win too.
Closing the gap between Penrith, trying to extend and, just fending off the Roosters at the moment. So it was a big win at home.
That's what I mean. These games are hard to win, and the good teams win these. The average teams would have lost to the Dragons. The Dragons, don't worry about where they are on the table. The efforts that they're putting in, they're trying harder than any other team, because you've got young players trying to force themselves into the team next year, trying to prove a point to the coach, saying that I belong here. You know what I mean? So have they said that Youngie's going to be coach next year?
Not yet.
So they don't really know.
Apparently, there's a board meeting today. Yes. I think I heard in
I
conversation.
think Dean Young's done. I think Dean Young's done enough to go. Okay,
Agreed.
I can get this team to be decent next year. So you got all these young guys playing their asses off for you because they want to be part of something next year. You got Drinky coming. You got Metcalf coming. You got some Kalamatangi coming. And then you add all the guys this year. Then you get rid of some of the shit that's been there for the last couple of years and you start again. So you want to be part of that. So you're getting a whole different side. Young kids fucking putting mad hits on their back row, their front row. Everyone's on. They're all trying. You're getting maximum effort out of these young kids.
Yep.
Aren't you? Their forward pack, you fucking run into Stewart, he's going to put you on your back. Some of these hits that they were doing, I'm like, wow.
It was a great battle.
So that's what I was like the Warriors. The Warriors are a fucking team, mate. They're a decent team because they could have lost this one.
Yeah. I've been
it's a tough game.
not reluctant is not the right word. I've been sympathetic for my cousin Dell over the years. He's been a really polarizing player for the Warriors.
Yeah. He cops a bit.
He copped a lot last year.
Yeah.
He copped a lot, and a lot of it was unfair. But it was a weird position for me to be like,
because people don't understand the defensive systems that they're in, and it took him a while to understand it, and now he understands it.
Yeah.
He understands it better.
Yeah, for sure. They've done such a better job defensively on the edges this year, and a part of that too is their strangle teams. Like For large parts of games, mate, it's their line speed that works from the middles, the way their middles work. But one thing that you can never doubt on Dallin is the amount of effort he puts into his yardage carries, and you can tell that Webby values that probably more than anything.
Yep.
If you look at the successful years that they had in the first couple of years with Marcelo and Dell, they sort of set the tone for what Webby wanted to achieve.
Yeah.
Where does Webby come from?
Yeah, Penrith.
Bizza.
Yep.
Sania Taruva. Just eat the meters, take your leaks, and build the sets, and then it becomes a snowball effect. Like, mate, Dallin, he missed a couple of games with a hamstring injury. During that period, Chance Nickel-Klogstad's been unbelievable on the wing.
Yeah.
And Olofiana Camperera's won the spot as well with his yardage carries. So they extended Dell throughout a couple of weeks ago.
Signed Warbrick.
So Warbrick's on his way, Grant Anderson's on their way, and they still extended Dell. And I'm pumped for him. He's been through a lot over there. He's a much maligned figure over there, but I'm just pumped the way he's going at the moment.
But what he's done is he's gone to the lab and he's worked on his defense. Hardly anyone. We're not talking about him coming in, turning in, and being caught in no man's land this year because he's finally figured out it's a system, right? It's a system. It's a Penrith system. It's a Bulldog system where the wingers come up and they have to either hit the ball down and rely on the other guys to come sweep back. Do you know what I mean? Like the halfbacks and everything to come and clean that work up if they can't hit the ball down or intercept the ball. They have to get caught in that line, and that's where he got caught, and he just didn't understand.
Yep.
It took Fox ages. It took a lot of wingers. That's why Bizza is the best winger in the world because he gets it right. He you barely score tries down his
He's
side.
as good as it gets defensively.
So once you understand it, and I think Dallin is understanding it right now, it's very hard to score against the Warriors.
Yeah. So credit to Dell. Although he got a try that he shouldn't have got. So I'm looking at some of the plays. This is some of the tough stuff that went against the Dragons. So let's get the Dragons.
Sorry, can I just ask, who's the best finisher in the game? Silky Jenkins is up there.
Silky's up there.
Saka.
He's up there. Dallin's up there.
They're my top three.
As in the leaping finishers?
Just the fuck, yeah.
Can contort their body out.
Yeah. Yeah, just be around and,
and the right grip on the right side too.
Toops is up there. Toops was up there.
Toops.
I think he's getting on, but he was one of the best. Fuck, there's some good Nwanga Nituase.
Yeah.
There's some finishes in our game.
Coates
was freaky.
Air Coates when he's playing.
Yeah, Fox is freaky as well when he's on. Like you barely it's just these little things about they don't step out. They know when to plant their feet and when to leap. And it's like, wow, you think make it look, you try and do that. Go down the park and try and just jump and try and put the ball down with no defense.
I know he doesn't finish dramatically like all the guys you're talking about, but Alex Johnston goes around.
I was going to say AJ. No, I was going to say AJ, but I'm just like, because he's not, like he's obviously can score a fucking try, right? But his timing is perfect, right?
Yeah.
And he's fan shape and he just knows how to get to the line.
Two things. Here's what he does excellent, and this is why I wanted to bring him up, because I know we're talking about wingers and we have so many good wingers. AJ doesn't even get himself in the position where he needs to jump like he does, because the momentum that he keeps on those sweep lines is elite. The best in the game. And the other part is when players are looking for contact and jumping, he's got the ability to stop on a dime, let them go past, pop on the inside, or come off his left instinctually, which separates him from and makes him. He doesn't have to do that dramatic shit.
No,
because he scores with feel.
Biz is too good. Biz is a good one.
And Biz is
I was just thinking there's about
similar.
Yeah, I would love to see. Get in the comments next for Thursday. Best top 10 finishes in the game.
Now let's
see that. Top 5.
3. Give me
three.
Give us a podium.
All right.
If you're
a fucking big it's a 5 maybe.
Okay, 5.
Give 5.
Give us your top 5.
Yeah, give me your top 5.
Yep.
Dead or alive. All
right. Going back here. So rough calls. Dragons fans, I feel for you, and I love. So often I talk about being prepared going into presses, and I don't know if this was the case, but if it was, I love it. So the Pompey try, first try, went up no try. I didn't see any clear evidence. By the way, to Chris Butler, same referee that did the Dolphins game yesterday with Herbie, where it looked like the ball was on the line.
You copping it, mate?
Yeah.
Come on, Butsy.
He's a tough carry, man. I'm telling you, Chris Butler's a tough carry. The hardest part with Chris Butler is I had said for years that what you do. All right, let's break this down. Let me get into this.
Go.
I said for years that to improve the consistency of the bunker, you should get the same bunker official doing multiple games. Yep. I would love in the perfect world, I would love a 4-4 split. So I assume that would create consistency. On the weekend, on Saturday, Adam Pompey goes over. J. Cole, our man with the hairiest of arms, goes up, no try. Felt like it was held up. Now, again, we could be, if they've got a different angle, was Telstra down over the weekend?
Telstra was up.
Ooh.
Corner post, camera right?
Optus.
Was everything in place?
By all accounts.
I did not see an angle in a 2-minute replay that showed Adam Pompey getting the ball down. Now,
I didn't see it either.
Can I assume that there was a blade, the ball potential? Yeah, I can, but that's not the way the rules go. The rules are you need to see sufficient evidence. And there were multiple times listening to him in different situations. Fast forward to Herbie Farnworth. Grant Atkins, for some reason, was constantly talking to him too. He's got no faith in what Chris Butler's doing at the moment. I can say that.
No one does.
You can tell this is what's happening too, and this is a trickle-down effect. Because the bunker official, I think a lot of people can appreciate human error on the field.
Of course.
But because there has been so many rough calls by the bunkers, you could hear just Atkins talking to him the whole time, right? And to me, that shows a lack of faith
Fucking
in
oath.
Butler. Anyway, fast forward to Sunday. Farnworth goes up, gets the ball, comes down, caresses the ball onto the ground. Were you watching the game, Ricky?
Yeah.
Did everyone see that angle where you could see the ball underneath the arm? It was on the line. That's the opposite of what I'm saying, because it's the same referee with the exact same situation coming up with a different result, and it's so confusing. And he had another then there was some on-field ones like the Dallin try from tip-on from Ali Lautar. That was forward. That was such a bad call. The escort is a 50-50 one at the end, but I hated it. And going back to my point right at the start of this little rant, I don't know if it was discussed beforehand, but Cookie has 6 games remaining in in the NRL. He's off to the Super League. They're not going to play finals.
He's going to carve up over there.
He'll go good over there, right?
Oh, carve.
So Dean Young is he's an interim coach. He's looking at becoming the head coach. I don't know if it was planned beforehand, but I love that Cookie went into bat for him because so often, like I am against coaches using officiating as an excuse, and I think it can rub off in the playing group. But I appreciate this, like Cookie going in and having something because like it's rat's ass. Like he
doesn't have to.
It does. It's not going to affect him anyway. He's moving on. So
where's he going?
Cass. Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah. Tough spot for Cookie.
Yeah. You gonna live in Hull? He should live in Hull.
Hey, by the way, this is my last little point on the forward pack, and we'll move on from the Dragons. Oh no, I had to blow up again. I don't know. Chris Butler.
Sorry, back to Butler. How the fuck does he keep copping like getting jobs when you're like, you clearly see this every single weekend and through the origin and everything like that. He's the dude. He keeps fucking making mistakes.
Good question.
What does he keep getting rewarded for?
It's a good question. I don't because it's a runs on the board thing, right? So it would be. I think it's as extreme as dropping. I'm trying to compare it to players, right? Like because there are examples where referees get stood down, or you can see examples of referees that are currently touchies at the moment. Ziggy Prescasa, he's doing a lot of touch judging. I've noticed that maybe he's been dropped. Now you don't notice what's an example of a player? You may not.
Is he noted as a gun officiator?
So the way I would consider Ziggy like a Lipo Helpo for the Bulldogs. I'm trying to use an example that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you don't notice sort of when he gets dropped to the New South Wales Cup, but he might be on the bench. He might do something wrong in the game, make an error. Anyway, so when you drop the younger officials, it's not as big a deal.
Yeah.
But I think if you were to make a huge decision on someone like Butler, who is considered
one of the best,
their most senior official and their best official,
right?
I think that would be a huge decision.
Keeps getting fucking second chances.
Fuck, he makes bad howls all the time, and those are the ones that are harder to accept when they're bunker officials making the mistakes. Anyway, there's my rant. Positivity. Finish off on positivity on this game. Hamish Stewart. At one point, I just wrote down Hamish Stewart because of how well he went.
Jesus.
But here's my take on the Dragons forward pack. The NRL competition should enjoy getting the wins on the Dragons.
Yeah.
If they make Dean Young their coach, I feel like this pack has a real chance to be elite. And it's been obvious, and it may sound obvious now, but you've got to get them now because these guys are learning on the run. They're going to be even more seasoned next year.
Yep.
And then I reckon they can be a powerhouse. So I think they're a top 8. I reckon that I can see them doing the Knights from last year.
Yeah.
Wooden spoon all the way into firmly entrenched in the top 8 next year with their forward pack and some of the buys that they've got. Keon coming, Drinky coming, Metcalf coming.
Good team, man.
Phil Sammy coming.
Yeah.
With this pack. And if run correctly and somehow they can get out of their own way, and if Dean Young's given the opportunity, man, they can be a fucking threat in 2028. I
like the forward pack. I like the way they roll. Hamish Stewart's taken sort of like a ball playing sort of roll on when I was saying like someone needs to grab that sort of, like bit of a yoey sort of not yoey, but like, someone needs to be able to pass the ball. We can't just have 13 hitters out. I mean, 5 similar players like they sort of do, but they all hit very hard. Yeah. They're all trained well. They've all come through a good system. They're fucking defensive. Their defensive work and how hard they hustle for each other. Can't really coach that. So they're going to be better for next year. They'll be taking some names at the end of this year. And then next year, when they have the fucking massive preseason, they know who their coach is. They've recruited well. Everybody's there. They're probably going to, maybe Kalama Tungi's going to be missing for World Cup duties. Not many else. Not many other players. Maybe Val, if he wants to play for Cook Islands.
He is.
So he'll be out. I'm not sure what Val's doing next year.
Trinky back up. Fuck, man. They're going to have, you're right. Good point.
They're going to have decent, you're going to have most of your team.
Yeah.
So it means a lot. That helps the coaching. You know what I mean? So you don't really need, Val to be there anyway because he's a fucking seasoned vet. I'm not sure about the The front row?
Loco Pacific.
Loco Pacific, yeah, he could be, but
It's
talking about
competitive
Tongan team, man.
Yeah, yeah.
We named the pack last week. We went, fuck. We forgot
good
half
shout.
of them. So
Good
like
shout.
he might not be in there. The other young back rows, no one's going to be part of the World Cup. Hardly anyone.
Yeah.
Even the wingers, everyone. It ain't 20 years ago.
Mm.
This is the Pacific sides you have to be nearly one of the best players in your team. Kalal Matangi's the only one that's going to be missing.
Even Phil Sammy doesn't play for anyone, does he?
No.
Fuck, he's a good winger.
It's a fucking gun.
Who
Absolute gun.
is he? Samoan or Tongan? Phil Sammy? Can you
He's
have a look
Samoan,
and see?
yeah.
Must
Yeah,
be
but
Samoan.
he's fucking, you just
He
have,
never
a look,
figures, eh?
have a look at that the wing. You got Biz.
Samoan heritage.
Biz, you got Biz there. I think Sammy's played a couple of times, but he should be in the mix for this year.
That shows how strong their outside
yeah.
backs are.
Well, you got Biz.
Samoa.
You've had Hammer out there. You've had
Hammer fullback?
Dallin. Dallin's been on the
No,
wing.
he's Tongan.
No, Tongan.
He's Tongan.
They've had a fair side. They've had fair wingers anyway in the last couple of years.
Yeah. Isaac
Forgetting someone. That's
Isaac
it.
Tongos centers. Mariner.
Mariner's going to be there again. Yeah, they're going to be. It's going to be a side, that one.
Yeah. Interesting. All right, Bulldogs 32 defeat the Tigers.
Before you get to that, just want to show you a little photo that's leaked that's just popped up in the Daily Telegraph. It's we've actually been on this bus before. Have a go at that.
Joey Manu.
Joey Manu with Shamus on the bus.
Oh, we have been on that bus. Wow.
He's here, Lomax, and if they get Lomax and
Fucking
Manu,
Lomax and Manu.
how old is Manu?
28.
Who gives a shit?
I don't give a fuck. Signing for 10 years.
He's only 30.
He's 30, yeah. If you see, he's just cleaning up. Give me a 4-year deal, please. $1 a year. Thank you.
Play him at fullback.
Don't care.
Nah, centers.
Anywhere, front row. Doesn't matter.
The game's changed since he's been here
Yeah, true.
dramatically.
He's like
And he
Trell,
would be-
bigger body.
He would. I view him the exact same as he's a mismatch out wide
Yeah,
in the
no,
way
yeah,
the
fuck
game's
with him,
going.
mate.
You don't want to. He doesn't have the K's in the legs after spending time in union as well.
Yeah.
30.
Yeah,
So
you're
it'd
all
be
right, man.
31,
Hey,
32.
the couple of years over there, just no impact on that body, mate. Not as much as in league.
Fuck, they're getting after it over there. Eh?
Good. Shammers, good. Good for you. Even getting him on that bus.
How old's Lomax?
Younger.
He'd be 27, wouldn't he, Lomax?
Yeah.
26.
26. Shit. Just need some forwards, boys. Can't win with a gun back line.
Would you come out of retirement with
I'll
that
come out of
fucking
retirement.
back line starting to create?
Can I do levels on every
Yeah.
Monday? Can I still do levels?
Yeah, we'll just treat you like money. You just come and
dial in.
stake us a couple of weeks.
Nah, they. I
How are
know.
they going to fit? If they get Lomax, they play him in the centres? Because if they,
Yeah.
like all reports is
He'd be want to
Toto.
play. Don't he want to play fullback?
What a back line.
Don't he want to play fullback Lomax this whole time? Then he goes there and plays
No,
centres.
he wants to play
man.
centres. No, he didn't want to play wing.
He want to play centre.
Yeah.
So he'll play
okay.
there in the centres.
Put him on the wing.
So you get Bizzer on the right, AJ on the left.
Oh damn! I forgot about AJ. And then
Luai at 6. Have you seen the staircase, what they've done there?
No.
So it's like Jerome is the bottom step, 001, 002 is Alex. 3, I think it's a Super League player potentially.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Matty Lees.
then there's a few gaps and then
That Matty Lees goes good too, man.
yeah, they're gonna have a good
Shamus
side.
is
They need some
penciled in
forwards.
number 7 and like there's no, so it goes 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
There's nothing on like 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Then staircase number 7.
Yeah.
They've already painted the 7 on it. So it's like alluding to we're gonna get our number 7 big guy.
Get some guns, eh? Hey, money talks.
If they secure Lomax and fucking
I think
Manu,
they will, mate. I reckon they will.
Try and find the photo.
Why wouldn't you? Well, fucking, like Manu's just going to be going, well,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, that's. Oh, sorry, I forgot Connor Watson at 3. Matty
Connor,
Lee's at
yeah,
4.
shout out to Connor. Yeah.
And
Hey, we put you on the map too, PNG. Remember that shit?
you know, we should have one.
With
There
our
we
friends,
go.
of
so
course.
home of the PNG Chiefs on one of the staircases. You see, and then there's a gap, and then number 7.
I like it.
That's good stuff.
I love it. They're
Reserved.
creating their own culture there, man. It's cool. It's good it's like a new club. I love that you can do your own thing, man. So strong.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Hey, 32 to wasn't cool on the weekend for Jerome, but I'm sure he likes that news better.
Yeah.
The Bulldogs 32 defeat the Tigers 0.
What do we think? What do we think? What do we think about this, boys? What are we looking at? Because I'm looking at Sean O'Sullivan, outstanding.
Yep.
It looked like he straightened the attack up, which
Yep.
we look like we've been going sideways all fucking year.
Yep.
Sidewards, hit presto on a lead. No, never going out the back. Never know. pretty one-dimensional. You put Sullivan in there. I'm not saying Sullivan's a fucking answer, but he might be for a month, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Go.
What happens?
You
What
continue.
happens when Critter comes back? I put him right now. I put him right side center. I leave Birdo there, and I leave Sullivan at 7, and then I got Galvin at 6.
What do you do with Twal?
Twal plays wing.
Jethro out?
Yeah. So yeah.
Karaz, you don't move Karaz,
no,
right?
Don't fuck with Karaz. But Twala and that's got to go. Jeffro needs to fucking not drop balls or anything like that. That's what do you think he had an outstanding game on the weekend.
Awesome.
Outstanding.
Him and Tracy.
I want to see that every game.
Yeah.
I don't want to see what I saw in the first half last week because that'll get you out of the side. I love Jethro. He's a good young kid. He's the future of the Bulldogs and the wing if he gets all that shit together.
Yep.
Chuala's season, mate. He's good.
Yes.
I reckon he's having his best season for years.
Career best year.
Career best year.
Yep.
And I just think him and either Critter and Chuala stick together.
Yeah.
And then you got on the other side, you got Birdo and Karaz. Tracy looked better around the back. Our forwards look like we're going forward. Got Presto back, got Kicks back.
Yeah.
I thought Jamin Salmon I think Salmon has been playing fucking good. I've been harsh on Salmon, but he's been fucking playing hard. He's been going hard in the paint, fucking tough hit-ups. I'm like, I don't mind that. Our front row's been going good.
There's a lot. Let's break this down.
Fucking good. I just like the way that we attacked, but I'm more impressed with our fucking defense.
Yeah.
We hustled hard. Our line speed was getting up. It's what I expect every fucking game.
We were talking about this on radio yesterday. The rule changes back to last year's style has benefited you guys.
Yeah, exactly. And we
A
just
little bit more wrestle.
Yeah, a little bit
less
more.
six agains.
Yeah, slow it down. Boom. Line speed, attack, everything. You can attack everything.
Yeah.
Inside pressure. That's what we train for. It's fucking real spanner in the works the first 10, 12 rounds. When what happened? We're in the bottom 4. Now we're starting to slowly creep back, right? The rules are sort of coming back into sort of
Just back to normality.
Just back to normality,
Yeah.
right? And it's sort of suiting us, but I'm not sure what we do with Sean O'Sullivan, right? I still don't.
It's
What would you do?
What would I do? See, this doesn't surprise me.
Is he long term?
I'm trying not to drive by on Sean O'Sullivan too.
No, fuck no. But who cares? Like he's a fucking player for like he's known for like he has a great clubman, all that sort of shit. But 4 or 5 weeks max.
I've seen examples like this at the Penrith Panthers and the Dolphins.
Yep.
He can do a job for you.
Yes.
In fact, he was the best player on the field
Yep.
by a margin.
Yeah.
Like he was awesome,
And I'm happy for him.
and I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
And I remember a couple of years ago when he was at the Dolphins, he created fucking a head noise for Wayne. Wayne was picking him over Cody Nikorima and Isaiah Katoa, and I was watching Isaiah Katoa and Nikorima going,
It's not good.
those two players are better than O'Sullivan, and they've got a higher ceiling than O'Sullivan. But fuck, he does a lot right.
You see that he's a natural 7.
He does a lot right, mate.
He's a natural 7, right?
He does
Where
a lot right.
Galvin is just wants to play footy, both sides of the ruck, attack wherever he wants, takes hit ups off the fucking 9. I don't care, love that. But I don't like it when you're at 7, right? Because you need to dictate and you need to be a proper 7. At 6, I think he has a bit more of a license to fucking just do what you want. That's the best Galvin I've seen.
Yeah. There's a real art to a player and an unselfishness that
SOS
has where he doesn't have to have the last pass or the last
He doesn't
kick
care,
or the-
mate. He wants
So
to
he goes
win.
in, squares up, throws the ball out the back so Lockie can do that sideline stuff. So there's the argument for him, right?
Yep.
And I know there is an argument for him.
40-20s all day.
I think, yeah, and I've used this example before. I don't think he's all that dissimilar to Toby Sexton. I really don't.
Yeah.
It's very similar. If you got Sean O'Sullivan for half the price that you would have had to play for Toby Sexton, then that's great management.
Yeah.
Because I've said, like I said, I'll go back to it. There have been multiple examples where I've watched Sean O'Sullivan play.
Been around for a minute.
Another factor in, and again, like just you got to be Bulldogs fans are getting excited. I saw people in the comment sections telling Ciro that Sean O'Sullivan should be 7 for the rest of the year. And I understand it.
He's up.
Because it has been erratic with you guys, mate.
Yeah,
So I fully
yeah.
appreciate that.
Hey, after Penrith, we were going to win the comp.
I
So
fully
sure,
appreciate
hey.
I fully appreciate
I
it.
said that too.
But when the Tigers were awful and the Tigers really struggled. Defensively, like you were playing the Tigers. If he had this performance against the Warriors, Penrith, or whatever,
last week,
it holds a little bit more weight. Not to say that I'm fully discrediting him. I'm just trying to stay
who we got this week? Warriors.
perfect.
There we go.
You know what, mate?
Litmus test.
That's it.
That's what we want.
If you decide to give him a crack, I will then
13 plus. I'm calling it now. Go.
that would hold a lot more weight.
That means if we get that, because we all got super excited after Penrith because it showed me. I'm like, if we because of the Penrith we played, that team that we played was the fucking most unstoppable team I've ever seen. Right? And I'm like, okay, we can do a job on them. Why can't we do a job on everyone else? I had good conversations with some big dogs at the Dogs, right? And I'm just like, fuck, like I saw it.
It's confusing.
I'm confused. Fucking pumped the next week by Parramatta, our fucking team that we should, fuck you, Lukey, but it's a team that we should like get up for and hammer. That's just ingrained in your DNA at that Dogs team, right?
Tabuai Fido.
Fuck it. Exactly. Tabuai Fido. It's the hammer. It's hammered into us. But, but we fucked it, right? So now I want to see us next week go against the Warriors.
What do you reckon he'll do?
I want to see the same effort. I want to see exactly.
What do you
the
reckon
same
he'll do
effort.
with Sullivan? What do you think?
I think
because he alluded to Critter was close and he'll probably play this week.
I think we just stick like this, and I think Critter plays right side centre.
Interesting.
Yeah,
interesting.
Right side centre. Leave Birdo at left.
Yeah,
I think that's our best look. We look
gives
good.
you the best chance.
It gives us our best chance. We've got Preston back on the right side now. He can protect there. You got Critter there. You've got you've Tuala or you go Jeffro. I'm not sure.
Let's get to Presto and kicks.
Yeah.
At the start of the year, they look like the responsibility and the form of the Bulldogs are really starting to weigh on both of those two.
Mm-hmm.
The injuries, there's a silver lining in the injuries. One, they've been able to get fresh. Like, I know it sucks to get injured, but they've been able to get fresh. And during that period, you guys won 4 from 6, and they were the ugliest of wins.
Yep.
But wins are wins.
Don't care.
And during that period, it's allowed them to just drop the shoulders, probably not as much expectations and anxiety around getting back on the field. You could tell Presto was probably a week early last week, but at least he got the reps in off the bench. He looks so much better this week. And then the same for kicks.
Kicks will take a month. Kicks will take a month to get back to kicks.
Yep.
You know what I mean? He's always like that. He just needs the reps in, and he was blowing a little bit, but that's fair enough. It's 8 weeks. You done your pack. He's just like, you just need your match fitness. He's proper Fijian.
But speaking of Fijian,
and he's on the edge.
I'll tell you who was just Dream Buller was that over him by the end of the game because
he's annoying.
You forget how annoying he is on those kick chases, which you guys have really missed. So he just a couple of times just bodied Buller. Buller's come back, was wet condition. He was sort of slipping a little bit. Saw kick out, went to go step him, kicks just bang. So
he makes that look easy.
They've got a presence. Those two is my point.
And I love it. And I just think I'm not sure who we put lock. Who do we put lock?
Hayes started at lock.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a good problem to have. We've got everyone back.
He's wearing the 13. Did Salmon start?
No, Salmon did start in the back row.
No, Curran started in the back row. Curran edge.
Salmon was in there somewhere. Curran might have been.
So Harry Hayes come off the bench.
Yes, Harry. Yeah,
Harry come off the bench.
Anyway, we look like we can make a bit of a run. If we just can't lose. We just can't. We can't go on a two game losing streak. Otherwise, we're done.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Harry came off the bench.
We're in the right frame of mind. We played some good looking footy. Like we scored 32 fucking points. I know it's the Tigers. I know. It's still the fucking NRL, but
also it felt like the Bulldogs. Like when you're looking at it, you're like 32-0. It doesn't feel like it's scored 32.
No, how did we do that?
Bashed them.
Yeah, we bashed them.
Yeah.
I'm more impressed with our defense.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck about the points, right? We fucking kicked down. We bashed them. We bashed them. Everything. We attacked in numbers. Fucking more people in the tackle, right? And then just pick them up, drag them back. That's what the Dogs look like. That's their DNA. I don't want to hear this Dogs of War shit and all this kind of stuff. Oh, they're back. It ain't the fucking Dogs of War. There's a different fucking team here, right?
What's the new nickname for them?
Nothing. It's just they're their own team, right? This is where I don't like where other people, commentators and all this shit. They're their own. That's their own culture that they need to build. They're hard workers. They fucking work hard for each other.
They're the third man in Bulldogs.
Yeah, fucking the Hindmarsh Bulldogs. But they've got their own.
Leave behind you.
They make their own identity. They just got to work hard for each other and just get the job done. And I like what I saw on the weekend, but this is the fucking test this week. You do this against the Warriors, home game too.
It's going to be a fun team list tomorrow.
Be good. Oh, yes, it will be. Be interesting, right? Critter. I don't know what I know he was fucking running.
Jethro
He was running by. Man. He was running by the end of the week.
Jethro was pretty good. I'm assuming. I'm assuming Critter's back.
Jethro and Chihuahua. Like I don't know who. I like Jethro. Chihuahua's been safe.
I know this is a bold statement. Bulldogs fans, let me know if I'm talking out of school here.
Oh, they'll let you know.
I think Twal is the last person you drop.
I don't drop Twala.
Like he deserves his effort in the games that he's played. I reckon Ciro would be looking at him going, all right, we figure out the back line. Tuala's one piece. Where does he play? And I know Kiraz has been Kiraz for the last 3 years, but the consistency in Tuala's shown.
Kiraz ain't going anywhere, mate.
Okay, then
no way.
Then Jeffro's
Jeffro's a young kid, mate. He's got another 10 years in him. He's only 20 years old.
Yeah.
You're going with the senior player and you're going with the guy who's been probably one of your most consistent all year, and that's Chihuahua. Depending on what you do with the 7 and 6.
All right, let's get to the Tigers. Plenty questions going in into tomorrow that we'll have answered by Thursday.
Yeah, I want to know the first one.
All right. The Alex Twal frustration.
Yeah.
It represents a couple of things. Yeah. It's out of character for Alex Twal. You can tell he's Tigers through and through.
Yeah.
Like he's been at the club. Arguably, him and probably Dewey and Safer.
Twal's the one. He's built like he's all Tigers. Like Dewey's from South and everything like that, but like Twal's fucking from day dot.
Yeah, that's fair. Safer
as well. Like they all come through the juniors and they're like proper.
It's maybe a reflection of like fuck enough's enough. Right. Like can we get our shit together?
Yeah.
Because that was out of school for him, but also
he wanted smoke the whole time.
But also the second point, it is Jamin Salmon.
The Salmon just copped it.
The Salmon, I don't think Salmon in that specific example did anything crazy wrong.
Didn't deserve
the
fucking slap.
It is Jamin Salmon.
He just copped strays from everyone.
But I've also watched games just going, like, Salmon would piss me off.
I wonder what he was doing. Like, I saw it in the tackle, and it was just like real, like just
there's fuck all in it.
There was nothing in it that demand. Like, hey, you can do some damage with the slap. What's that slap game?
I reckon Alex Falls
and it was the fucking palm too. It's big Ronnie Palmer.
He got mad running,
and the lip on the way down.
Yeah, you fucking.
Nah, then the fucking carrot
was a soft C.
Yeah, no. He's fucking.
Didn't he say fuck up, cunt?
No, you fucking cunt.
Yeah, it was
or what cunt? No, he goes, what cunt?
Or what cunt?
That's what he said. He goes, what cunt?
What cunt?
Yeah, on the way. Salmon just went, oh, what are you doing, you fuck?
Bit of World Cup in that, you reckon? You know, we talk about everyone's watching the World Cup. Bit of World Cup in that.
No way.
He fucking
in
hit him
slow-mo, it didn't look good.
He hit him pretty hard.
Yeah, would you call?
Because now here's the part too that you got to factor in. I don't think someone would have expected it because he didn't do anything crazy bad to him.
No, he didn't drop.
So here's my thing on it. 12 was frustrated with the Tigers first and foremost. Second, he's probably seen Salmon over the years and thinking he's a flog. If I ever get an opportunity to fucking bitch slap him, and I'll do it. So
it's 32-0 on Cop and 10. Fuck it.
I don't think Salmon did anything crazy wrong in that specific example, but that's my gut feeling for the interaction.
So if you punch someone in the head, strike, bang, is that still 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Is it, or is it send off?
I think it depends on the ferocity of it potentially.
I would fucking lay one out if I was getting to get 10.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? What's the point if you slap someone or you fucking hit them with a right?
So
I think if you hit someone with the right and you drop them somewhere, you're done.
Players guilty of striking are automatically sent from the field. The NRL Match Review Committee charges from grade 1.
Yeah, you don't want to get sent off.
So you get fines.
Yeah, you get fines and weeks as well if you're fucking full on.
It wasn't quite a slap. It wasn't a punch.
Fucking
he found the good loophole.
That. Bang, you can do some damage with that.
You can.
It's a good loophole.
Yeah, you got a loophole.
I think it was solid. So if you fucking
did he give him the hood?
I think he hooded him. I think he hood. Was it like
he did. I think he hooded him.
I think he did. Try and slow it down and get his lip read him. Hard. It wasn't the C word. What hard? Anyway, Tigers sucked. We killed them.
You did say 13 plus.
I did.
What about this for
Easy
the Tigers before he Tigers failed to register a line break.
Oh, God.
And they didn't have a tackle inside the 20 for the first entire half.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
What about even, Terrell May? Like, he had 4 hit-ups in the first half or something. Usually he's rolling in at like 12, 13 at half time. Like, it just looked like they were just – I know we had possession a lot, but that don't mean that, he's usually a workhorse.
Because it was tackles plays 1, 2, and 3. You were strangling them.
Yeah.
They were making no meters.
Yeah.
Buller, Skelton was getting pumped.
Yeah.
Even Taruva's hard to get, man. Taruva's like that.
Yeah, he can always find his front.
He can always find his front. You did an
under him.
excellent job.
That's why I can't wait for this week's game against the Warriors. Like that'll show me and everybody else that are we the real deal? Can we fucking deal with these guys?
Yeah.
Or are we just like 11, 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, so big week this week.
All right, Titans 38 defeated the Seagulls 32. Tino had every right to be frustrated on the Garrick try with the offside there. That was a strange one.
He was back, Tino.
And I wrote this down as well. Like, I was worried about this game for the Manly side, and we'll get to Turbo in a little bit. But the Titans have been going better than what people give them credit for.
Mm-hmm.
But this was the Titans of last year. And I was watching it going, I suppose it's like it would be fun for a neutral to watch this version of the Titans, but this was last year's Titans.
Yeah.
Score
defensively,
want to score more tries than Manly and sort of get into that back and forth. It was erratic, and Hannay said that after the game as well.
Yeah.
Because it's like
you feel like you've lost these games when you've won the games. Like, what is the score?
That's
38-32.
Yeah.
You're like, did we win? Like, is it, or did we just get lucky?
Not lucky, but it can set a bad precedent. They've got the Dragons coming up this week.
Be hard.
And it'll be a tricky game going against it because they won. The Dragons were brave and lost. They were not great, but had good moments and scored a lot of points. So
I think a happy medium, right?
Yeah.
Because they've got a good team up there. I think this year will serve them well for next year, right?
Yeah.
Another preseason, not losing many players. Everyone sort of knows their role now in the back line. Kinney and their spine looks pretty good. The 9 looks pretty good. He looks like he's genuine, Pascoe. The middles, outside backs, I think, and then you can really drive the fucking defensive sort of stuff into them.
Yeah.
Right? Because now they just love attack. I would just score more points than you. But you need to be able to have a system there in place and everyone buy in.
No, so we've talked a lot about Zane Harrison. It was a fun little battle between Zane Harrison and Joey Walsh, 2 guys that are going to be a lot better with the runs on the board this year. You had some nice moments. Zane Harrison gets the points, obviously. But Pascoe, two things about Pascoe, and Hannay again addressed this. And the double's nice. Like, he's got that in him because he's always in the contest. So that's a part of him just being in the game, supporting through the middle. And he was due a trial too because, honestly, when you watch him, he's just always in the picture because he's a goer. And they asked Josh Hannay, and he didn't want to declare him, but he basically alluded to that he's got his franchise set at 1, 6, and 7, and it's Pascoe's job to lose now. Yeah. He's a journeyman, late bloomer, 26 years old.
Where's his junior club?
Q Cup. No, just Q Cup.
Oh,
touring the Q Cup for 4 or 5 years. Now he's got given the opportunity, and they're going to have to be, and I think what favours Pascoe as well, is they're going to have to be smart with their allocation of money because they're going to have to upgrade Zane Harrison in the next couple of years. Keanu Kinney would be on a good contract.
Kinney's the one that's...
And they've paid Jaden Campbell, Tino, and Brimo a lot of money. So they sort of needed a bargain.
Coming in, right?
Yeah, but still, like it's limited. Okay. They're not PNG. So it's limited. And if they can meet halfway with him, he can continue to play. It's his spot to lose, is my point.
Yeah,
like I feel like he's the perfect complement to the rest of the halves.
Yes, he is, because you don't want a hooker who can just overplay his hand.
You can't have Harry Grant,
no,
or Owen Paddy in a team.
Not when you got a 7-6-1 like this.
Yes,
you need to give him the ball, and when you got front rollers like Tino and Fodawaker, you got some guys who just want early ball. Yeah, I didn't mind what they. I like what I saw with the Titans.
Yeah,
it's all right, but they need to fix their defense. You can't get fucking 30, 32 against them and win games.
Let's get the Manly side.
Ooh.
Turbo injured again.
Hammy again.
Hammy, opposite hammy.
Just fucking.
Can't help but feel for him. You could
feel there just the energy go when I saw him walk off. I was like,
it felt different. And I don't want to throw something out there, like, because I was messaging someone who's been through, like, I've got a close mate that had to retire earlier.
I was about to say, it felt like he just like fucking done with his shit.
And I messaged him. I said, mate, when you were going through, I can tell who it is. Me and Tommy Simons were messaging each other, right? Tommy Simons could have had a much longer career.
Shoulders,
but his body and his knees, ended up being his knees, mate. He ended up
shoulders
having
were done as
dramas
the
with his
Roosters when he
knees.
was young.
Exactly, but he went through. He was constantly injured, and I said to Tommy, talking about Tommy T, I was like, "How hard was that, mate?" Like, and he goes, "The hardest part would be for Turbo is he's a minor." Now Tommy missed full seasons with his injuries. Tommy Simons, Tommy Turbo's missing 4 to 5, 6 weeks. These injuries, so it would be really difficult for him. But I felt like just watching him in the sheds, and even the reaction from Jakey in the presser after, where he was asked about it, like it's emotionally weighing on Jakey as well.
Yeah, you just
it's a really difficult situation.
Everyone was sort of, what's it called? Like sort of blunt, like
deflated.
Deflated. Yeah. Like, what do you say? Like, well, Tom done his hamstring. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. What do you say? Like,
what do you say, mate?
You said it all before.
Not sure what to say, mate. You know, it seems like everyone was just like fucking. It's like the norm, right? You're just saying, it's fucked again.
Yeah.
You know, he's done his again. It sucks. Like, we just got to get through it. You know, it's no one wants to see Turbo go through any of this. He's such a great human. He's so great for the game. I love seeing him play. I love everything about him. That whole family. You know, so it's like, just sucks. You know, it affects everybody. You know, the whole game. He's big. He's bigger than just the Eagles. Like, it's having Turbo, like, not in Origin, not in fucking Aussie sides, suck.
Yeah.
You know, because he's such a talent. He's not getting any younger either.
No.
Be 30, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
You know, so that just sucks, man.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a big couple of weeks coming up for Fosball.
Yeah. Slipping out the 8 for the first time, right?
Yeah. I don't mind it. I don't want him to lose.
Certainly on for and against, but it's not like they're fucking...
Yeah, still, they've got to get it going.
Yeah.
He's been thrown in the deep end. This is a curveball now, right? I know we lost Turbo early in the year. They go on that run. Clayton Valolo's still out for a couple of weeks too.
They can thing with Turbo is they've managed to we can get through this without him. Like Kohler goes to fullback or Hopewadi goes to fullback, Falolo goes to fullback. We can make do because, as we said, when they get a full deck of cards, one's missing out. So it just sort of makes the coaching a little bit easier.
Even that Josh Fallady's done well.
Yes. You know, so you can sort of make do, still do the job, still get the job done, and you know, their middles are, you know, I don't know how they lost the game. It's just fucking defensive errors and just silly shit, right?
Well, they were winning 12-0 or 12-6 before he went down. Yeah, like that must be deflating, like and just constantly going, fuck, is he going to go down? When he goes down, like, all right, fuck, our whole structure changes. The whole play would change.
Yes.
With Turbo and without Turbo.
And because...
Even though the other two fullbacks are elite fullback options in their own right,
I get it.
When you don't practice it and don't train it all week.
And when it just all of a sudden happens because you didn't see it happen and he made that sort of thing and you're like, oh, he just walks off and you're like, fuck, Turbo. Like, I can only imagine like how deflating that would be for Turbo.
Yeah.
Let alone his teammates who love him, right?
Well, I think it really affects Jakey. Like, I think it really hurts, especially because as the game's, you know, unfolding and they're losing the game, I think naturally, for how close they are, it would affect him. So
it affects everybody, man, and it's hard.
They've got Old Boys Day on Sunday as well. Unfortunately, because of radio commitments, unable to get out there. But it's a big game. Sharks.
Yeah.
Sharks at Brookies.
They can throw them back. They can throw them back in the mix. If they can beat the Eagles, that'll give them confidence.
Big game. Big game coming up. Big opportunity for Foz.
I've got faith in you, Foz and the Eagles. You've got too much skill to fucking, you know, they've shown so much this year, so much fight, so much skill, so much everything. So, Olakawatu was still a beast.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Well, if they were looking for motivation, they only have to look at the Dolphins 36 beating the Cowboys 16 after getting beaten 66-0 last week. It was the Finns bench. They were awesome. Cowboys got off to a hot start. We'll get to the Cowboys in a little bit. Some bit of confusion around there for me anyway. But my man Donga, Kurt Donahue, I thought he was excellent.
Outstanding.
I am so conflicted on him though, because I'm watching games at the start of the games and I feel like with their starters, they do a job. And I'm talking about Flegler, Frankie Mollo, and Morgan Knowles. And that job is to take the sting out of the game and then allow Donahue, Gilbert to sort of turn the game as well when he come on. Plath, they throw a little bit more second phase at you. But there's a part of me that thinks in the big games at the back end of the season, because all of those guys are used in the middle part of the game, that they come on at like the 25th minute and then they normally get taken off with about 10 minutes to go. And then the starters come back out to close out the games. But I don't know if they're not going to be required in the bigger games at the back end
Would you consider putting Nicarima to 7 and putting Donga at 6? Just till Qatar comes back? I would.
It's not a bad shout.
Yeah, I just think
because there's so many good
because there's so many good middles there and they can do a job and you just take more time off these good players, because you need Donga to get some minutes. Yeah. And I'll be just putting him at 6. He can play 6, mate. Easy. Yeah. Skill set is high. Yeah. He can do everything. So I'll just be giving him more time. Yeah. And he can easily do that. And Nicarima, he's played 7 before. He only played 6 because Qatar's so good.
Fuck, he does such a good job in the middle of the field of just those little quick
just the tips, Yeah, but like Plath can do that. Plath can ball play. He just doesn't have to. Yeah. Because they rely on Dongan to do that. Yeah. But I reckon if you put him at 6 and then it'll give Plath more of a, okay, I can ball play. I can, he can do most things, Plath.
Yeah, I know he can.
He just doesn't have to.
I feel like Donga does it at a high level though.
He does it better. Yeah. Right? I'm just saying, but you can't put Plath at 6.
Yeah.
And I can honestly say I think Donahue could play 6 easily.
It's a good question.
Because you're sitting him on that edge too, right? You ain't going to be running holes near him. You're smacking the shit out of you. And your left 4 there.
Yep. So you have
L3. Yeah.
Him and Herbie on the same size.
Yeah, man.
You can serve energy for Herbie too because no one's going to run at that edge.
No one. And he's got who's the left 4? You got Lemuelu there.
Strong. Actually, no, he'd probably play right because they wouldn't move Cody off the left because Cody's.
Well, then you just put him in the right. Yeah. Doesn't matter. Yeah. I don't know. I think that'd be a lot easier.
Do you think he was square at marker?
They didn't replay it enough, right?
I'll show you. I've put it on my story. I'll put it on my story. Watch it.
Did he? I think it was a perfect movement then.
Yeah. Watch it.
It's a great play. The fuck are you doing? He was nearly equal with the 9. Hands up too. What do you mean?
So what? I need to know the official rules. Does it have to clear the ruck right before he moves?
It has to hit the ball has to hit the foot. Foot has to hit the ball before he moves.
In fairness to Kurt Donahue, it was so slow the start that mate, he's ready, pounced on it, and it was a bad pass from Reedy.
Yeah, Reedy didn't even look. He was next to him. By the time he looked, Donga was there. Yeah. You're Reedy, and he just went pop. See you later.
It was mate. I feel like there are. Like that's a.
It's when the ball.
Did you see the vote? When the ball, 45, 55 vote.
Foot hits the ball. That's when you can move.
Is it?
Yeah.
Then I think that's good. Then.
No way. Her fucking foot wasn't on the ball.
You reckon?
No, it wasn't. No. He was already here before the ball was just on the ground. Yeah. And further, and then by the time it hit the foot, that's when he's already moved. Yeah. So, yeah, don't try that shit again, mate.
I wonder if it had gone up, would have been more confused if it had actually gone up for a video referee.
Yeah, I'd love it to go up there.
Butler.
Butler would have given it a try.
I got no
penalty
idea.
Try.
I have no idea.
Penalty try.
Yeah. Actually, Donahue might have got a sin bin.
Yeah. Get off. Send off. Fuck off. Get off. Can't do that shit.
Fuck, they're going to miss Osako. We're talking about finishes.
What do you do?
That's why you brought it up. Just the finishing.
No,
when he moves on next year, goes to the
yeah, okay. Are you sure? He's not injured?
No.
I thought that's what you meant, though.
No, yeah, sorry.
Oh, they'll miss him.
Yeah.
And the goal kicking, mate. He's going to get highest point scorer again.
Easy. Going up in sixes, finishing tries he shouldn't finish. That second one.
Yeah. There's no way he should have finished that.
Like sometimes I feel like wingers do it just to be fucking dramatic.
No.
He always does exactly what he has to do to finish the try.
So how
He'll put it down if he has to, just normally. But if he has to get airborne, contort his body.
What are you saying?
I'm just going to the NRL stats. I've just brought up your predictions because it's a good way to check the temp on how you guys are traveling.
For what?
So he's hammering everyone.
Yeah, he fucking
You had Nico
light
as
years.
your top scorer, and you had Val.
Yeah,
So, but he's 70 points ahead.
yeah, he's fucking. Yeah, but it's the
Didn't
slow
I
hanging
Nico last
fruit.
year?
It's slow hanging
Maybe
fruit
I've
of
got the wrong-
Sarko. We could all go with Sarko at the start of the
You've got the
year.
year before. I didn't have Nico this year
There we
because I
go.
didn't have Sharks in my 8.
You had
Again.
Mitch Moses Mase,
He's going all right.
and Hoz, you had Sam Walker.
Both all right.
That sounds right.
Yeah, but we could easily go with Sarko because that's low hanging fruit. He's always going to get it. It's his 3rd year in a row. He's
Trying
a
to
gun.
value.
Yeah. exactly. I'm trying to get the punters some value responsibly, of course.
Yeah, Dolphins, good bounce back from them. Isaiah Katoa apparently a couple of weeks out from the finals. They need to keep getting these
Keep
wins.
him out.
I know you've got to finish in the top 4, but due to the circumstances and welcoming back a guy like Katoa, I think they just need to get to 5th or 6th.
Yeah. I don't think it phases them.
Constantly being away for the entire finals would be really difficult.
Yeah.
But if they can get a home final at Suncorp in 5th or 6th position,
Not at fucking the KO.
I think that gives them, stay away from
Fuck
KO.
off from KO, mate.
KO's rank. What about Clifford getting dropped in this game? I can't get a read on this, eh?
I don't
Can't get
know.
a read on it.
That was weird. I thought he'd been outstanding for him.
I know,
Why-
like, our predictions don't always mean everything, but there were a number of people that thought he was close to Origin.
Yeah.
Like he was an option, like he was in contention. I
So
don't know
what
if
did
he
get
actually
dropped
was.
for? I just thought he was injured or something.
I don't know, mate. They must love
So who was the halves? Like,
Purdue at 6.
Purdue was-
Tommy
I thought
returned.
Purdue just goes back to the centres.
That's what I assumed. Labert back to the bench.
Wow.
Or
They must love Labour.
they must love Labert.
Yeah.
So you'd assume that Purdue's going to go to fullback next year.
Yeah. Yeah. I just thought that you just go straight back to where you were before.
Or is he going to stay 6? No, maybe we've got it all messed up. Maybe they're going with a different fullback and Purdue's going to be the 6 and Labert's going to be the centre.
Purdue's a fullback, man. You're wasting his talent if you're going to put him closer to the ruck.
I
He's
agree.
got too much talent.
He doesn't look as natural at
No,
6.
he doesn't.
No.
He's not. He's a natural runner. And for him to be at fullback is a lot more dangerous. Playing against the Cowboys, if Purdue was at 6, thank you. Because he's not running the ball. He's setting plays up. So you're just getting inside pressure on him, making him play a little bit earlier. He's spotting him up in defence.
Yeah.
Like he's not a big body. He puts his body in front. But
He's brave.
It's not a fucking smart move.
I found it strange.
Yeah, I'll put Clifford there. Clifford's a bigger body.
Clifford just signed a
playing-
2-year extension with
and
him
he's been
too.
playing outstanding, kicking games outstanding. Like his running game's been great. You just go back to where the fuck it was.
Yeah, you'd assume that Clifford's going to be the 6th next year with Tommy and Purdue goes to fullback.
That's exactly what.
So why are they stuffing around with that for?
I wouldn't be fucking around this time of the year either.
Yeah. Because
Anyway.
Tommy will be better for the run.
Yeah.
Started on fire.
Yeah.
Typical Tommy Dearden.
Yep.
Try assist early on.
It really just threw
For
me
as
off.
fit as he is, he looked like as the game went on and the momentum that the Dolphins had, he just started to look a little bit gassed. He'll be better for the run.
See, because I just look at when they had Tommy and they had Clifford, it was like a 1-2 hitter, right?
Yeah.
Clifford could run. You could drop the shoulders a little bit. He wasn't organising anything. And then Purdue was just doing whatever he wanted on the left, getting early ball, dummy half running, getting offloads, like all that sort of
Clifford's
shit.
long kicking game.
Yeah, you missed
It
everything.
makes I have
sense.
no idea why Clifford has been dropped.
Unless he fucked up a train or something like that. That's the only thing I'm going to put down to it.
I hope he did.
I hope he just got on the piss and then just fucking interrupted training. That's the only reason I'm going to give him.
Yeah.
And he turned up and then got kicked home.
Far out.
Kicked
So
off home.
strange.
Go
yeah.
home, mate.
Apologies for the Sunday. Sometimes someone wrote something last week and I couldn't be bothered putting it in. But by the time we get to Sunday games, we've been on the podcast for 2.5 hours. So
Yeah, all
don't
right.
just get
Some questions in, boys.
You know how much we love the Dolphins. You know how much we love the Cowboys. But fatigue set in and I'm tired. And it's time to finish the episode.
We can't get in there too much. Dolphins are legit. They
So are the
proved it
Cowboys.
to me, man.
So are the Cowboys.
Cowboys still can't go off what got them to this point.
Yeah.
Aggression and hard running.
Yep.
they just come up against a fucking decent team.
Yeah.
Right? And if you can't maintain what the Cowboys were doing for more than like a month. Right? Yeah, you put a really good month in with JT, 300 games, and it's a lot of emotional stuff, and you can really get up.
Now
and
Rice
sort
return.
Yeah.
Now Tommy's return.
Now they've got to try and just maintain that and go on a run.
There's not enough spots in the A.
There's not.
There's literally for the amount
In
of
my
form-
top, in my top 8 there is.
Yeah, yeah. Mace's finals are the best finals.
Yeah, the best final ever.
The only teams that are missing out are the Titans and the Dragons. Everyone else is making the 8.
Glad Para is.
Except for Para.
and Para.
Except for Para.
Except for the Bulldogs.
Chances are you're about to lose. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.